Hi, Comrade Burnsides. Hi, Conan. Hi, Draco. Hi, Brian J.
A laveling is never late. He arrives precisely at the moment he means to. And hello and welcome, everybody. Thank you so much. Ka-ching! Thank you so much for your patience. Storytime ran a little late, so I was a little late. And then I started feeling a little sick, but now I feel a lot better. So I'm back. Man, I love it when y'all fill out the chat log. Thank you. It does wonderful things to me and for me. Thank you so much. What was the story? We were reading Calm Down, Moody Ma'am by Cockatoo. Brian T. Lacey.
Hi, Quayer.
Hello, and I think that went through the speakers and the headset suddenly. Let's test that out. Is that a story about you? It could be a story about you. You've apparently never been patient a day in your life. And hello, comrade. Conan! Oh, some knifey bits and a bonus bit. Thank you so much for the bits as always. You know you were always welcome even without the bits. You're welcome despite the bits, not in spite of. I always appreciate you having around, friend. Draco, what's up? And Never, hello. It's a pleasure seeing both of y'all. Brian J, what's up? We're at DEF CON 2. I did not get a chance to program in that command. I did not do much in the way of stream stuff. Monday, I did research it quite a bit and stuff I was looking for, but not actually adding any of the new commands. Mainly because the script didn't work. And yes, Draco has quite a few bits. All right, or embers. Yes, all right, so let's test this out real quick. I don't know why this is double playing. Let's see. Let's see. Sound effects. Where are you, sound effects? Sound files.
Oopsie.
Let's see.
Oopsie.
Yeah, that definitely should not be playing through the speakers. Let's find out what's going on. Let's see, it should be cable input. Let's try this. Okay, I heard that, but I don't think y'all did. Boo! Hey. Woo! Thank you, Conan. Oh, that got me. That did not get y'all. Now neither one of us can hear it. What's going on? I didn't think switching out my headset would be this much of a pain in the butt. Look at Lave getting scared by nothing. Exactly. Now let's just do default and see what happens. Okay, now I can hear it, and I can't hear it through the speakers. That's good, only now the audio cable isn't working. So let's see, this is, what are you? Didn't we do this last time? God, cable output. So this should now work. Oh, no, of course not. Because that's entirely too easy. So hey, how are y'all excited to get some new endings here? I know I am. I think it's gonna be awesome. Once this stuff starts working again, you know what? F it. We're gonna move on into here. And this neat screen that hardly anybody sees because it seems like it's taking a while for Zero Escape to come up, but let's also do this. Okay, that's not working either. What's going on?
Oopsie.
There you go. Yep, did not change the question. That's okay. All right. You have some theories about some of these characters and you want to know if you're right. Awesome. Closer to the real ending, slowly but surely. Awesome. All right. Oh no, don't close the bot. Just, there you go, get back. All right. What theories do you have? Yeah, I thought it was gonna be somebody else. You will sit quietly and not say anything because you know all of the answers. Hopefully everybody's Tuesday's going awesome. Outside of the itty bitty brief bit of illness I was experiencing earlier, my day was pretty good. Gonna bend this out just a bit more. Ugh. All right. The mug is too big.
This is bad.
All right, so to recap where we are, Clover just says this is bad, and that's it. So we got, you are right, and maybe you're not right, or maybe you're partially right. I have another one of my Nature Valley almond butter biscuits, so that'll be delicious later. So a question is that you had, do we have the same password for 2 of the bombs, or do we get 3? We have a password for 3 of the 4 bombs. We have 0, 2, and 3. We don't have the one bomb. They are delicious. The peanut butter ones are pretty good too, but I really like the almond butter ones. Let's see, is this? No, not really. Just found out your sister-in-law's expecting you again. Congratulations! Almond butter is where it's at. Verini and I are starting to try again. Maybe we'll be blessed with another one. Maybe Little Lane remains an only child. Only God knows. Depending on your definition of the word. Peanuts and almonds. Oh, Draco apparently not a fan of tree nuts.
What are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do, smiley face? Sigma says, I don't know.
How much time have we got?
25 minutes.
Are you sure?
No.
Yes. When you told us the time, I checked my bracelet.
You don't think you have had almonds, but you're not a fan of peanuts. Peanuts and almonds taste completely different. Like, not even in the same boat. They're completely different. They both are good in their own respective way, but peanuts and almonds are not the same thing.
It said exactly 30 minutes.
You mean the bombs are gonna go off the same time the next set of doors opens?
Dun dun dun! I should get back to having my notebook out and writing all this stuff, because I keep forgetting that I keep forgetting to add stuff.
Yes.
You have a very wild speculation that one of these characters might be 2 different characters. Well, ew to peanuts, almonds, got it. I'd say it's worth a shot.
The time on your bracelet is the time we have left.
Now that being said, almond butter all by itself is a little dry in some cases. So it's best paired up with something, like a cookie. You don't necessarily spread it on bread. Ooh. So, 25 minutes.
This isn't good. I was hoping that we might be able to escape through the white doors, but
It takes 5 minutes for the primary door to open and close.
So that's exactly 30, so we're still screwed.
So,
yes, I know. There's no way we can get through them before the explosion happens. Well, there's no point just standing around. We should start looking. We need 3 things. The password input device.
And the remaining 2 bombs, correct?
Right.
we also need passwords for all the bombs other than number 3.
Exactly.
Maybe Dio has a note or something?
Hold on. Let me check.
She knelt down and quickly checked his pocket and sleeves, and then sat back on her heels, frustrated.
Damn. He's clean.
No, he's not. She looked pale.
Then we'll just have to hope we find it somewhere. Tenmyoji, can you go tell Luna what's happened?
Right. I'm on it.
Good. The rest of you, let's move out.
So this is the timeline we cured them of Radical 6. I think you're gonna reach a lock at some point, probably. Or this is how we get the 3rd bomb. We finally find it, there's not enough time to put it in.
We can do this.
Because we still have at least one more thing right after this. Bomb 3 deactivation number.
Let's go.
Yeah, so we have 2, 3, and 0. Your brother's son was just born. You're an uncle! Congratulations, Uncle Birdsides. We all took off at a run, heading to different parts of the building. But all of our searching turned up nothing. And as we searched, the clock kept ticking. 15 minutes. 10. 5. Wow, they sure... For real? And then at last, the chromatic doors opened.
Chromatic 5.
Our time had run out. We watched the white doors open. Were they doors to heaven? Or to hell? The thought barely had time to flutter through my mind before everything went white. Puppy's muscles! What's up? Interesting. The thought barely had any time to flutter through my mind before everything went white. We didn't even have time to say goodbye. 1,000 emotions flooded my brain in those last moments. Why? How? How did we end up this way? The end! Good work! Game over! That's the true ending! Okay, good night, everybody. We're gonna see you guys next time. Not really, don't worry. Kaboom! All right then. My consciousness slipped away into a bottomless pool of darkness. Neither heaven nor hell, only the void. Yeah, you get congratulated because you have become an uncle.
Moon is a jerk.
The moon is a jerk. You became an uncle through sheer virtue of, relationship. You finally made it to start. What's up, Rolt? So this is Alice's end. Best served cold. Those were some hot flames, exactly. See, there we go. I start late and then Rolt ends up on time. It worked out perfect. Do you wish to overwrite the save? Yes! So there's 3, there's 5, so we need 9 more ends. 9 more, 6, 4 more endings makes 9. That was apparently Alice's ending, was everybody exploding. All right, so we still have a lock here, 5 minutes of life. All right, so let's go back to here. Who planted the bomb? We know it's Dio. So this, well, we have another unlock here. Who planted the bomb? Wait, what? Why are locks 7 and 8 7 and 9 the same? We didn't really learn any more about Alice, did we? We learned quite a bit about her time in the Special Operations Investigative Service. We learned about her dad, yeah. Okay, so this is the cyan, green, ally timeline. Wait.
Huh?
You only need to search one person.
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I'd even realized I was saying them.
How can you... There's no what?
Yeah. I met Fi's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person. It's gonna have the hand again. Is it with the thumb out or thumb in? I forget. Thumb in. That person is you! And this is where Dio! That's where it cut off last time.
Come on, what is this? Are you high?
Who set up us the bomb? That's what the achievement said. Part 1. Well, we're about to find out. Sorry, Kate, but could you hold him down?
Well...
It's on him. It's on him, I promise.
Knock it off, Sigma. You're doing this all backwards.
So, this isn't a court. Besides, all we want to know is who set the bombs.
Ugh.
And why are you getting so worked up anyway? If you're innocent, then a search will show that and I'll look like an idiot.
Nice try, but that's some bullshit totalitarian logic. I don't think so. What are you even basing this on? How do you know I set the bombs?
Because...
Just spit it out.
I know about the Myrmidons.
The Myrma what?
I beg your pardon?
No. How do you know that, Sigma?
Oh, that's not all I know. I know about Free the Soul, and I know about Brother.
What the hell are you talking about?
I can tell you the details later. But there's no question that you were the one who set the bombs.
Fuck do you think you are?
I'm Sigma.
None of that has anything to do with me. I don't know who the Myrmidons are, and I don't know what Free the Soul is, and I certainly don't know anything about some old fart called Brother.
That's not all I know. I also know that Kay is me and Baba is you! Roll credits. Oh, Dio, tell me, how does that foot taste? Who the Myrmidons are? I don't recall saying the Myrmidons were people. And what about Brother? How would you know his age if I hadn't said anything besides his name?
Wait, so he's left? But that means he's a terrorist.
A terrorist?
The answer is gosh, is magic, gosh dang it. Oh dear.
Left?
Well, looks like I won't be able to talk my way out of this one.
Oh dear.
Seriously though, when did we get so famous? The Myrmidons aren't supposed to be something anybody knows about, let alone you two jokers.
There you go, maybe this will work. Clearly, Dio's a priest and a saint. We have not been in the same stream. Draco. Have we learned more about Kay recently? Yes, in fact, there was a whole... there was a Kay reveal last stream, I think. Maybe you were asleep. But we did see his face.
Okay, you got me. Yes, I'm the leader of the Myrmidons. My real name is Left. I was sent here to stop Zero Senior's AB plan. That's why I planted the bombs. If it looked like the plan might actually succeed, I was supposed to blow this whole place sky high.
AB plan?
What's that?
Oh, well, looks like you don't know everything after all. I should have been more careful. Then again, it's not like it really matters. After all, you're gonna die here.
What?
God damn it, no! I leapt toward him.
Whoa there.
This one again.
Better not come any closer. You think I'm not prepared for this? Take one step and it'll be your last.
Then, that thing you're holding.
It's the detonator.
Yeah, I guess it is. Now back the fuck off!
Dio, please calm down. If you press that button, you'll die too.
So, believe me, there's plenty more where this came from.
What?
Now that we've cleared that up, back off!
I was about to say, how did Sigma not know that Dio is a clone of Left? And I was like, wait, no, not all the information carries over with us when we jump timelines.
Come on, move it! Go, go, go!
But we as the player know. We had no choice. Slowly, carefully, we backed away. All of us, except for one. Tenmyoji.
Hey, Grandpa, your hearing gone? I said back off!
No!
You... I'm not screwing around here.
I can see that. So why don't you do it?
Why don't you do it?
Go ahead. Press that button.
What?
Tenmyoji!
Oh, something wrong? Hurry it up. I'm not getting any younger. Oh, do I sense hesitation? What's the matter, Dio? Scared? Well?
You son of a bitch.
So you were just bluffing?
I'm not bluffing, goddammit.
Tenmyoji doing exactly what you would.
You hear me?
You don't think we're jumping timelines at all? You think this entire thing is just us processing all possible simulations to figure out the best way through it? Okay. All right, I can see that.
I'll do it.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Or this may be us, like, accessing our own morphogenetic field.
But there's really something I should tell you. See that detonator you're holding? It's a fake.
What?
For just an instant, Dio's eyes twitched down to the device in his hand. That was all the opening Tenmyoji needed.
Yeah!
He cried out as he leapt through the air. Tenmyoji's leg shot out, knocking the detonator from Dio's hand. No! If it gets too far away, it's gonna light up. Shit! Not good!
What happened?
The detonator. He doesn't have it anymore.
What?
There we go.
What's happening?
Yep.
There's a red light on it now.
We died again.
Oh, you really fucked up, Tenmyoji. This is what happens when you try to show off.
What?
I'm sorry. This is my fault. I didn't have time to tell you how it worked.
What are you saying?
The detonator isn't supposed to be separated from Dio. I don't know why I'm having trouble speaking today. If it is, then the timer on the bombs automatically activates.
Damn. How much do you know?
A lot.
Fine, whatever. Well, he's right. If that thing ever gets more than a meter away from me, it activates. When it does, it starts the timers on all the bombs. So thanks to this old fart, you get to try and defuse a bunch of activated bombs on a countdown. You can go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Once the timers have been activated, they'll go off anyway.
A lot.
How long do we have? When do they explode?
You should know, Sigma. Why don't you tell her?
Half an hour.
30 minutes? That's crazy!
Yeah.
How do we stop them?
The emergency deactivation password.
None of us know them, though.
Right, none of us know. But there's someone who does, isn't there?
Okay. I'll give you one, since I'm such a swell guy. The password for bomb number 2 is EQD-DYR-NTK.
Bomb number 2?
But we haven't found that one yet.
Oh? Oh. Well, my mistake. Must have slipped my mind. Well, there's nothing you could do anyway. You don't have the input device. Really, it'll be much easier if you all just give up.
Where's the input device? So I believe that means that's the 4th password. Because we got the 3rd password in the previous timeline. Here's number 2. We got 0 way back in Dio's ending, and I believe he already gave us the first one. So I believe we have all 4 passwords now.
Oh gosh, I wonder.
Where did you put the number 2 bomb?
Nice, thank you, Ryan J.
Shoot, you know, I just can't remember.
You son of a bitch.
Anyway, I think it's time for me to be moving on.
Moving on?
To where?
What, I have to explain everything?
The music stopped.
To the next world, of course.
No, wait! I threw myself toward Dio and wrapped my hand around his wrist, slamming it to the floor. He struggled, but I put all my weight on it and kept his arm pinned.
Shit! Let go of me, goddammit! Get off of me! Let me...
He continued to struggle, but I wasn't gonna let him go. I shifted my weight to free one of my hands and started trying to pry his open.
Hey!
And the pill time.
Hey! I'm not fucking around, alright? Let go of my goddamn arm!
By the time the others had run over and piled onto Dio along with me. Even then, he refused to stop. With increasing desperation, he tried to get the hand I had grabbed to his mouth.
We don't have a choice. Luna, go get the soparil.
No! If we put him to sleep, we can't get what we need out of him.
You think I don't know that? What other choice do we have? Every minute we spend wrestling this prick is a minute we don't have to deal with those bombs. We don't have time for this.
Ugh,
What are you
shit.
doing, Luna? Go! Right.
He's gonna inject him with turbocurine.
Okay, I've got it. I'm ready when you are.
You can do whatever you want to me, you fucking cowards! You're still gonna die! Go ahead, tell yourselves you can fix it. Run around like idiots before you get blown to atoms. Serves you fucking right! You're gonna burn!
Oh, for God's sake. Luna, shut him up. Right, here goes.
That's like how they just color shift the bottle. When did this game originally come out, I wonder? Like, I know it's a DS game. Ported for PC. Luna, shut him up! Luna responds by shooting Dio in the face with a magnum. That's the most permanent shut up we have. As they began to climb off of them, I finally pried Dio's hand open. Early 2012, thank you. And there it was, just what I'd expected. That's when I bought my house. A small, unassuming capsule. I didn't know what was in it exactly, but it was undoubtedly some kind of poison. I stumbled toward the sink and tossed it into the drain. How much time do we have left?
About 20 minutes or so, I think.
And how much time until the white doors open?
20 minutes. Oh no, the drain is poisoned! Luna, put him down! The same.
So, what do we do?
We put those passwords in and stop the bombs.
We searched Dio, but he doesn't have anything that might be the input device.
Well, only one thing to do then.
And that is?
We split up and find it. Unless any of you have any other suggestions. They did it again. A dismal silence filled the room. Even though no one spoke, I could see despair on every face.
All right, no point sitting around.
You can say ass, it's fine.
Until those things actually go off, we've still got a chance.
A little bit of sickness is preventing me from hitting the upper levels of my energy, so I was like, oh.
Sigma, you come with me.
Okay.
We're going to have to go look at the number 3 bomb.
Got it.
See if the timer really has started or not.
Right.
All the rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse.
What?
Why there?
Just listen.
Worst case scenario, we'll open the white doors and go through them to wherever they go. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Understood. We will take them to the Floor B warehouse. Once we've done so, we will begin to search for the input device in the number 2 bomb.
Good. Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
Vi turned without waiting and headed toward the door. Before I could blink, she was gone. I gave everyone else in the infirmary a quick thumbs up and a shaky smile and hurried after her. You agree with Comrade? I agree. The true ending does have all of us defusing the bombs. Did Alice die in the timeline? I don't think she's dead. I think she's knocked out. Oh, my hip. So what's funny is that this is the only timeline we found the bombs. Everywhere, the other timelines, no bombs were ever mentioned.
The light's flashing. I guess the countdown has started. So, what are we going to do? Without a way to enter the passwords, we're screwed.
The only reason why I don't think it is because this is the one that had me type in all the passwords. Over here.
Right. We'll just have to split up and look for it. I'll look around here, you go check somewhere else.
Okay.
If we get to T-minus 5 minutes, then we'll meet back in the Floor B warehouse. Got it?
I wasn't sure what to say. If we hadn't found it by then, was there really any point in meeting up again?
What's with that look? Don't worry. We'll figure it out, I promise. You know what they say.
They say swimsuits never quit. What? No, that's not a thing. And it doesn't make any sense. Besides, what the hell are you cracking? Why the hell are you cracking jokes right now?
I'm just, trying to show you that life is still worth living. After all, if you quit now, there goes any possibility of you ever seeing me in a swimsuit.
Oh, okay. Well, I admit I am a bit curious.
All right. Looks like we're on the same page.
You look very angry for us being on the same page about seeing you in a swimsuit, so...
Hey, get moving. We don't have time to stand around.
Yeah, it seems like the main purpose of this ending was getting the Bomb 2 code. I agree. Be careful, all right? I checked the time on my bracelet as I headed out of the crew quarters and into the hallway. Encouragement, right? I forgot it's Fat Tuesday. I don't have beads. I'm so sorry. I do have a golden toilet, but I don't have any beads. I'm sorry. It wasn't good news. Damn. Only 15 minutes. I need to hurry. I broke into a run. Infirmary. Before long, I found myself in front of the infirmary. All too often, what you're looking for is right in front of you. We'd spent a lot of time in the infirmary, so it seemed kind of fitting somehow that it might have been there all along. Or maybe Dio had dropped it there recently. There was no way to know. In any event, I had to start looking somewhere. Except what is the point of getting the codes to deactivate them if we aren't in a timeline where they are active? We can defuse them completely if we have the diffusion codes. Luna, you're still here?
Yes. The others are taking the people who are asleep to the white doors.
Wait. Waiting. Oh shit, you know this timeline! Is it the one where we meet Bill and Ted? Cool shit is going down soon, nice.
I chose to stay here.
Okay, you can continue, got it.
I thought you might come back.
The purple and green look amazing together. Why?
Because the atom is here. I thought you might want to use it.
Oh, right!
Isn't that why you're here?
What? I mean, yeah, I want to know what's going on with me. It's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts! But this isn't the time for that. Being a robot isn't going to mean a lot if I die anyway.
Oh, why did you come here then?
Isn't it obvious? I'm trying to find the input thing so we can turn off the bombs.
Really?
Yes. Why would I lie?
I see. I seem to have made a mistake. I knew you couldn't use the atom without me. So I stayed behind because I thought I might be able to help.
Oh, this is Luna's ending, and she was gonna sacrifice herself so we could learn the truth before we died.
I guess I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Turned and headed toward the exit. Wait. I couldn't just let her leave like that. I sighed. How long would it take?
Not more than 5 minutes or so.
Are you sure? Only 5 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Analyze my body. Okay, so before we go any further, so it's time for the Is Sigma robot! Okay, so is he a robot or is just his left arm fake? All right. I'll let a couple of y'all give me your thoughts. We are Alice. Is Sigma a robot or not? Oh, I need more water than coffee. All right, Comrade's going for the android. You're gonna go out on a limb and say no because it's been too obvious. It'll take some action on us being some kind of clone, though. All right. What if the left arm is the input device? See, that's what I kind of wondered. If maybe we're like, you know, or RoboCop. I wanted that spike as a kid. I wanted to be like, and all right. So never saying we're a clone. I get that. I'm thinking cyborg. Comrade's going full synth route. Luna picked up the atom scanner and began to run it across me, slowly and methodically. In a few minutes, she was finished.
That's it. You can get up now.
I sat up and hopped off the table. The screen was already starting to show my results. So, what does it say? My eyes were glued to her face, looking for any sign of whatever the answer may be. She studied the readout for several long seconds before replying.
Well... it says you're not a robot.
Oh.
You're human.
Oh. If you were a robot, we wouldn't get sick, meaning we would have to be partly human. Ta-da! I let out a breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding. My relief didn't last long.
But your body isn't entirely human.
All right. What?
You're part machine.
Aha! Cyborg! Wait, what are you saying?
Look here. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human.
The arms are...
They're made out of a titanium alloy.
Everyone is like, titanium! No. Titanium, while a wondrous metal, is not great for everything.
On top of that skeleton is artificial biological tissue. It's also called ABT.
We might be a synth, though. Synths were made to replicate humans.
Your arms are... cybernetic.
What? What does that mean?
Cybernetic? It means a mechanical system that interfaces with a biological one.
Yeah, if you have a watch, if you have glasses, you're technically a cyborg.
You see all these root-like things around the titanium bones? Those are artificial nerves. They're probably connected to your own nerves, which is how you can move your arms. I imagine they allow you to feel things through your arms too.
What? No, this is ridiculous. I think replacing my arms with robot ones is something I would remember. And I know they weren't always like this. When I was a kid, I broke my arm and they took an x-ray of it. The doctor told me I had really thick bones and that I must have done something pretty insane to break them. When the hell did this happen? Why did somebody replace my arms? But it's titanium. Yep, augmented human, Deus Ex style. I never asked for this. I'm a cyborg. Yep, you are. Wait, okay. Let's say you're right, and that my arms are cybernetic. Wouldn't that mean I don't have to worry about the bracelet going off?
No. Unfortunately, you probably do still have to worry about that.
So what if Kay is a clone of us, but for some reason got everything but his head replaced with robot bits? Interesting. Why?
The cybernetic arms are made to function just like real arms, which means they interface with the rest of your body, which means that anything injected into them is spread to the rest of your body.
I think this lends to the idea that we've been out cold a long time, and it was done during that, right? Like, our pod malfunctioned and our arms were frostbit. I'm thinking it's along the lines of like 20 to 30 years is what I'm thinking. How do you know that?
I just do.
That's not an answer.
Yes, you're right. But not everything has an answer. There are some things you just can't explain.
Oh, maybe she just knows.
Don't you know how that feels? How did you know about the garden? How did you know that Dio planted the bombs?
Oh, maybe Luna's time hopping too. That's
I'm sorry, Sigma. I wish we could talk some more, but our time is up.
But in theory then, if we could generate an EMP, then the arms stop interfacing with our body, temporarily making us immune to the bracelet. Unless it's a hydraulic interface. That means that it's going to get injected anyway, and then we are screwed because there are veins and stuff in the artificial arms. Kiyu, what's up? Time? I pressed the button on my bracelet and felt my stomach drop. We've only got a minute left?
Sigma, there's one last thing. I was given very specific instructions.
Shuddered. Not because I was scared of what was about to happen, but because I was scared of Luna. She was calm, unnaturally so, like a machine with a human face. We were about to die. How could she be so calm?
Please pay attention. This is very important. You must be sure to remember it.
And before this is our ending, right? Remember? I was about to die. How was I supposed to remember anything?
Should you encounter a two-headed lion devouring the sun, remember, GTFDML016.
No.
With this key, the first gate shall be open to you.
So that is the first gate and second gate open on the password.
There you go. I hope we can meet again someday. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting.
Before she could answer. Boom! You have those passwords written down too. Nice! Thank you, Rolt. The world exploded into noise and light, and I disappeared along with it. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. That's the second code for the computer, or the first code for the computer, yes. We have the second one already. I'm just gonna click through that. Sigma end. Oh, that was our end! It's not the moon, damn it! Arms race.
The moon is a jerk.
The moon is a jerk. Ah, Claire just beat you to it, Rolt. Hang on, meet again someday. Does she mean afterlife, or are we dealing with some time traveling? I wonder if it actually she is time traveling. So that's our own end. I don't know why I thought we had white hair. I know Kay had black hair, but I thought we had white hair. All right. So we're gonna go to this lock now. Who planted the bomb? Not our end, our end, right? The moon is in the sky. Exactly. No, the moon is in space, much higher up than the sky. Okay. Wait.
Huh? Don't forget to save.
I saved, didn't I? Yeah, so Kay had our face, correct. Surprise! Who set up the bomb? Who set up us the bomb part A? Wait. I've got it on skip because we've literally just watched this play through. But before we go too far, hang on, let's do display capture, okay. And now schedule game capture. Okay, so here we go. Surprise! Here's my desktop. So this is what I see, by the way, because this won't go, this will literally not go any larger. So right here, view achievements. Yeah, so who set us up the bomb, part A. Who set us up the bomb, part 1. Unlock the 7th lock, unlock the 9th lock. What? The lock squares will change when we finish it. I don't know. They went from black to green when we did that. Don't read the achievements, they might be spoilers.
What, hoping I might spill the beans?
Okay.
Nice try. Unless one of you is secretly a medium, I think you're shit out of luck.
Wait, a medium?
Well, I'm out. Peace.
Wait, stop! I stopped him from getting the... So we're getting slightly different dialogue in this, but I mean slightly different dialogue. How much time do we have left?
25 minutes or so, I believe.
So we have slightly more time in this timeline.
And how much time until the
But
white
honestly,
doors open?
Lock 7 and Lock 9 feel really similar. You can't wait for us to get up to Who Set Us Up the Bomb, Part 5. You've run into games where achievements give story spoilers. Ah, understood. Everything is a spoiler! 25 minutes. The same.
So,
What do? We put in the password and
We
stop the
searched
bombs.
Dio, but he did.
Well, only one option left then.
Yeah, and
We
that
need to
is...
find everything! Intuition. We trust our hunches.
That's... Are you suggesting we just... guess?
Arkham Knight spoils its own twist in the menu. It does. And I didn't get it until way later, but like when it happened I was like, ah. That's what that means in the menu.
Well, no, but...
Wait, there's another way.
what is it?
Before I can tell you, everyone has to promise to do exactly as I say. No questions. What's your answer?
We all nodded.
Good. First of all, Sigma, you're coming with me.
Right.
The rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the...
Huh?
All right, take him to the
Why?
warehouse.
Didn't
No, didn't I say no
Good.
questions?
That's
Good.
it.
That's... it?
Is there a problem? I seem to recall you promised to do exactly what I told you to do. Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
Okay, so what's going on is that so far this lock number 9 is almost exactly the same as number 7. You have a question because you didn't see all of the first game's playthrough. Was there any time-bendy time travel in that one? Yes. We, as Junpei, interfaced with Akane from 9 years ago. And it was then also the huge twist was the fact that the entire game was from the perspective of Akane, inhabiting the mind of Junpei. And that we were able to interface with her back in time so we could get her information she needed to solve the puzzle so she could live and then be in the game in the present, which she also set up to ensure that she would live. Different paths are actually her seeing different potential outcomes. That is the morphogenetic field. Well, at least in that game. The morphogenetic field, as explained currently in real life, is a little different. My hands are super dry.
Hi, Nivy.
Oh, I'm sorry you broke your glasses, Nivy. I can make everything bigger if you need me to. Or smaller if you're not... if you need it. I hope you have a better day, friend. I paid a lot of money to get lasers shot in my eyes, so I don't need glasses. I know, now you're no longer a cyborg. Before I could blink, she was gone. You have an old spare? Nice. I gave everyone else in the infirmary a quick thumbs up and a shaky smile. We'll see you back in floor B before you know it. So, just trust us, okay? Good. I couldn't think of anything else to say, so I turned and ran after Phi. I forget what timeline. We got the input device in one of the timelines. Crew quarters. Okay, so what do we do?
Get the input device ready.
Okay, it's this timeline. All right, done. All hooked up and everything.
How many minutes do we have left?
Well, they'll go off when the doors open, so... 21.
That means we have 7 minutes per bomb. That includes travel time, though.
Bomb number 2 is in the control room on floor B. And bomb 1 is also on floor B with a garden. So, we just need to hurry, right?
Yeah.
So what are we supposed to do? I mean, you do have some kind of plan, correct?
Well, it's not like I don't have one.
Time travel! Then stop being so mysterious and tell me! What the hell am I supposed to do?
You need to make a jump.
Jump?
Yeah, to another world. Another history.
I can't?
You didn't just guess that Dio set the bombs, did you? You knew it. Because you remembered it happening in another history, didn't you?
Marty! We gotta go back! Marty! Yeah? I did, but that's, I mean...
You just have to do that again.
So you're saying I need to get to another history and get the password out of Dio somehow?
Doesn't have to be another one. It could be this one. Just go back to the past and question him. Then again, if you do that, you might end up changing things so you don't end up here. That would mean you couldn't deactivate the bombs in this history. So you have to come back to this exact moment, or...
Damn it! This is so confusing.
Well, don't think about it then. We don't have time anyway. Just jump!
Okay. I get it. See you later then. Are you insane? You're talking about transporting myself across space and time? Also, why should I have to do everything? Can't you jump too?
My jumps happen suddenly, out of the blue. I can't control them.
Neither can I.
That's a problem.
Well, I mean, I can, actually. I wonder what would happen if we
Alright,
changed timelines right
consider
then.
this.
If we got back and then she's like, welcome back.
Maybe we've already jumped from another history to this one.
Alright.
But our memories of that history got damaged or something. We
Okay.
forgot most of what happened in that other timeline.
Which is shown by us choosing ally and betray.
If we can remember even a little bit, though. Anyway, it's just a hypothesis.
Dad joke. Hear the one about exit signs? They're on their way out. Are you saying I might know it already? And I just have to try and remember it?
Yeah. I feel like we know. So, anything? We need the bomb password. Do you remember hearing it in another timeline?
Yes. I stared down at the input device. Password. The bomb password. Actually, I did remember it. I had heard it. So in theory, some of our actions can change stuff, but we aren't the only ones capable of doing that, so some of the weird things happening could be Phi going around and changing? Could be. Okay, so this is bomb 3? I think? L, X, Q, L, H, C, N, M, R. Thank you! Or someone else who can do that that isn't Phi, to be fair.
Good job. It worked.
Woo! I sighed and wiped what felt like a bucket's worth of sweat from my forehead.
So, you knew the password after all. Interesting.
Yeah, I guess I did.
You heard it in another history?
So it was an Easter egg. I'm gonna need some more water here in a sec. You can decode each password to mean something. Interesting. This one decodes to Mir Maidens. Oh, nice.
Just what happened in that other timeline? Never mind. We don't have time for that. How much longer?
18 minutes. So
Good.
it took us 3 minutes.
We've still got time. Come on, let's go.
Luna, it seems, knows that we can do it, but we don't know if Luna can do it herself, correct?
We've still got 2 more.
And this was the first instance in which she has shown that she understood our power.
The number 2 bomb is next on the list.
So we're heading to the control room?
Right. No time to waste. Oh, and don't forget the input device.
Doink, and then she was gone. I hurriedly disconnected the device from the bomb and chased after her. We all died. Yeah, we don't know where the zero bomb is. Yeah, so there are 3 more because while we have the code to the zero bomb, we don't know where it is. You think Fi knows where that one is? Hence why in that one timeline she was like, Dio, give me the zero bomb password!
You got it?
Yeah, right here. So this is the
Look it
number
up.
2 bomb. Right. Done.
Okay, hurry it up. Plug in the password.
Done. Oh, apparently. What? Hey, what the hell?
Calm down. You probably just typed it in wrong.
No way. I'm sure I did it right.
Try it again.
Yeah, nothing. That password's no good.
Then it's different. All 3 bombs use different passwords.
Yeah, it looks like.
Shit!
Fi slammed her foot against the locker, her face uncharacteristically twisted by anger and frustration.
This is bad. What the hell are we gonna do? Try and remember it. Did you see or hear anything in another history that could be a password? A different password?
You mean like a different history from the one I remembered?
Yeah, you figured it out there. You just can't remember it very well right now. Remember what happened with the last bomb? This one is just like that.
Another history. Another history. The password. Do I know what it is? Can I remember? I have to. Pancake batter hand. EDQDYRNTK. Bank! Right? Bank. So you think when we get to the bomb that we don't have the password for, we're gonna hit a lock. Oh no! Let's try again. EQD DYRNTK. EQT DYRNTK. Okay, obviously I typed something in wrong. Code here, free the soul. Zoom, yeah, so free the soul.
Damn, this is crazy.
Is to fit in 9 letters.
So you did know it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Don't scare me like that, all right?
Come on, it's not like I was hiding it. I just couldn't remember it at first. It just kind of floated up. Or maybe this guy named Brian J told me.
Whatever. Point is, we disarmed the thing. Amazing.
You sure you don't sound very amazed?
Okay, that just leaves us with the last bomb. It's
2 more, actually. It's in the garden.
Right. Let's go take care of it while you're on a roll with these things.
Yep, you figured out the twist. I am actually Sigma! If you have robot arms, you have to tell me.
Well, don't just stand there.
Right, so we only, at least in this timeline, know of the 1, 2, and 3 bombs, but there's a 0 bomb.
Let's go!
Which I, as Lave Lane, do not know where it is. She spun around and was gone. My ring is itching me. I think I didn't get quite all the soap up under it when I was washing my hands earlier. I gripped the input device tightly and headed off after her. Skip! So this is really the ending of Palooza. I say that. We got 3 last time. Wait! The ones we've seen so far. Right. The crew quarters one, right? Garden one. Laboratory one we just defused. The garden one. There's also one in the laboratory. Last stream, exactly. Yes, we did find the 4th bomb. I'm pretty sure it was in the lab.
Finally. The last one. How many minutes left?
9. Less
It's
than
okay.
10.
We can still make it. Just stay calm, all right? You have the input device?
Yeah. There we go. Connected.
Okay. We've done this twice already. Do you really need a third pep talk?
You want me to remember another password, correct?
Exactly. What else would I be talking about?
But
Don't sweat it. You did great the last 2 times. I'm sure this one will be a cakewalk. 3rd time's the charm, right?
I'm just worried that lightning's not gonna strike 3 times, I guess.
No, I think mine still works. There's nothing to suggest the 1st and 2nd times aren't charmed too.
I guess so.
Whatever. Just do it. You're the only person who can.
What about you? You can jump to other worlds too, correct?
Yeah, but I can't remember things as well as you, alright? I'm doing the best I can, but either I haven't seen the stuff you have, or I just can't remember it. Maybe we've been going to different worlds. Anyway,
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
I'm counting on you.
The password. This is the termite. At least I saw the flash of the termite thing. All right. B, Q, Z, R, G, J, D, X, R. Except for the one where we happen to be in the same world. But just the one, right? Which I think might be this timeline, to be quite frank. Code here, crash keys, which you won't detail because you generally don't remember if it's come up yet in the game. It does not sound familiar, but so thank you for the heads up. Suck on that D.O., you arrogant son of a bitch! Oh, that feels good! I haven't felt this satisfied in ages. It's like my whole brain is just swimming in endorphins. I feel like it's just gonna melt and dribble out of my ears. This, without a doubt, is what heaven feels like. Honestly, I feel like I could just fly right now. Hell, I almost wish there was another bomb so I could feel this again. Isn't that great? Hi? Hey, what's going on? You're really harshing the vibe here. Would it really kill you to smile? We just saved everybody. Oh, also, not that I need it or anything, but it sure would be nice to get a thank you or something. Oh, thank you, Sigma. You're the greatest. You're so awesome. I'll dress up in that swimsuit for you just like I promised. I mean, just the swimsuit would be fine, really. I'm just saying. Are you even listening?
I am. You said you wished there was another bomb, right?
I mean, not really.
I hope you're happy. You're going to get your wish.
Oh, fuck you. What?
I remembered something too. Just a glimpse. We must have confronted Dio about the bombs. I'm not sure how, but we got him to tell us about them.
Exactly. I've planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3. But there's also one more.
Zero bomb. The game predicted the vibe trend 8 years before it happened, right?
Bomb number 0.
I felt a cold shiver run down my spine. Suddenly I remembered it too. I'd heard Dio say those very words in the Floor B warehouse. There it is. No.
Looks like you remember it too.
Yeah?
How much time do we have?
4 minutes.
Well, hurry up. We need to get to the zero bomb.
Right. I yanked the input device out of the bomb and turned to chase after it. What are you just standing there for? Go, show me where the bomb is.
What? Are you telling me you don't know where it is?
So that's the second timeline where we travel to the same world. Negative I, 0.
You have got to be kidding me.
How the hell would I know where the bomb is? Oh shit, you don't know? She bit her lip and nodded. Damn. What the hell are we supposed to do now? We can't deactivate the bomb if we don't know where the damn thing is.
Calm down. Just calm down. You need to think, Sigma. There has to be a clue somewhere. Pretend you're Dio. You need to hide the bomb. Where would you hide something important?
Hide something important.
Right.
Hide. If I was Dio, where would I hide? Ah! Put on your thinking cap, Lave! To be continued. What? Calm down and remember. Right? Where is bomb number 0? I thought we got the bomb number. Maybe we get it here. Yeah, 5 minutes of life. And maybe we get it in this timeline. All right, so you were correct. So is this the true ending over here, or are we in the true ending right now? Because if we need to, we can go back over on this side. All right, so for now, I'm just gonna go for the easy one. Let's just go with it's complicated. Got it. So I'm gonna go with this for right now. You say go middle one.
What?
The last lock.
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
All right, so this is where we're like, Dio's an asshole.
First, I guess.
We're in the true ending because everyone's alive. We actually have a need for the codes. Well, that's just it. I don't think everyone's alive in this timeline. Oh wait, no, they're alive. They haven't been cured yet, however. In the far left timeline, actually, quite a few people have died already. So maybe we'll do that one. So, all right, once we're done with this middle, do we want to go left? Once the soap was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muxel lasted. I got 5 minutes left. So this is where I remember the antidote to the turbocurine, neostigmine. Okay, Sigma, you can do this.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand? There's something white on it.
In the far left timeline, it's only Sigma. Fine. We don't know if Quark is alive or dead, right? It's pancake batter. I want pancakes, but my stomach is not feeling up to it right now.
The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human. Your arms are cybernetic.
Here's the thing. We've had an arm cut off before. Gotta hand it to you, said the achievement. What the hell was that? I have cybernetic arms? It was both shocking and utterly obvious. Of course my arms were artificial. Titanium alloyed bones with an ABT exterior to mimic human skin. But I had no idea why. Nor did I remember when my human arms, which I distinctly remember having, had been replaced. And that flash of Luna I'd seen. I was certain it had never happened. Those things hardly mattered, though. If I survived, I could worry about them later. The fact that my arms were mechanical, however, that might be useful. They really should have chosen a different color for the fake blood. I called up all the strength I had left and stood one more time. What are you waiting for? Why don't you open it already?
What?
Did I stutter? Open the number 9 door.
Sigma! What are you saying?
Looks like you finally gave up. Whatever. I was just about to flip the switch anyway.
And hurry up
Hey, don't rush me. Okay, you've got 9 BP now, right?
Yes?
Well, what do you say? Wanna come with?
I will remain here.
Why?
Wow, surprising.
I cannot abandon Sigma.
Why not, brother? Don't worry about me. Go. You have to get outside and call for help.
But...
Do you think Dio will? If he's the one of us who gets out of here, there's no hope for the rest of us. You're the only one we can count on.
I understand.
Great! Glad we got that settled. Shall we go?
No! Stop!
I began to move, but it was already too late. Dio grabbed the lever and threw it down. This is the first time he is not fucked up, correct? Thank you for that, comrade. Automod is like really ramping up its game lately. I think for my first year of streaming, it worked like twice, ever. We've had 2 this week so far.
It will remain.
So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the closing door to chop off our arm. This is the first one where he had 9p and we were dying, correct?
Peace!
I promise to call for help and return as soon as I can. Please, do not give up hope.
Yeah, I know. Just get going already. but just you, okay?
Huh?
As Dio turned to look at me, I crouched. Then, calling on every last bit of strength my wearied body could supply, I launched myself toward him like a coiled spring. I slammed into his legs, knocking him to the floor and wrapping my hands around his ankle before he could get back up.
Hey! What are you doing, you bastard? The door's gonna close! Let go! Let go, goddammit! Let me go!
He lashed out with his free leg at my head, shoulders, and arms, but I held on. I ignored the pain, tightening my grip with every blow.
Hey! What the hell is this shit? Why are you doing this? I kept my promise, didn't I?
Yeah, so did I. As far as I recall, I didn't say anything about letting you escape.
What? Shit! Stop screwing around, asshole! I have to get out of here. I'm not going to let my sacred mission get fucked up by some self-righteous idiot!
He began to pull himself along with his elbows, bit by bit, edging closer to the exit. He was headed straight through the door, but the gate was already beginning to close. With only a few feet to spare before it shut, he crawled across the threshold and beyond the door.
Sigma! Stop! That's enough!
Please, you have to let go!
The door's going to shut on you if you don't let go!
All right. See you later, Dio.
You're an idiot right up until the end, aren't you? Just hurry up and die!
That's the plan, Fi.
You senile old fuck!
No, I'm going to live. Crushing is not a way to go. Like, it messes up your insides pretty bad. That's one of your favorite running gags in the game.
9 door
Crush.
has closed.
What was the favorite running gag? Dio and Fi keep calling you old. Got it.
This ends the no thing as escape, please.
The announcer's voice grated at the inside of my skull. I felt tired, so very, very tired. I felt my eyes flutter closed. And then nothing. I was about to say our cameras winked out. Oof. Right? That sounded...
Sigma!
Sigma!
Finally awake.
Where am I? I rubbed my eyes and slid my legs off the bed to stand up. You got it, Partly! Well, to be honest, it was an examination table, not a bed. Which meant... the infirmary, eh?
I guess they carried you out here after you passed out.
Isn't being cut and crushed basically the same thing? Only difference is how much gets crushed? You said crush and watch... and crush the watch with the door, correct. Cut and crush basically the same thing, only difference is how much gets crushed. I could say that. You could say that, but it's also the same difference between, you know, like a lake and an ocean. You guess?
Well, I wasn't there to see it. I was out just like you, but I was in the AB room.
Why?
That bastard Kay. He punched me in the stomach. I can't believe him. He didn't want me voting, so...
Whoa. And after he knocked you out, he voted betray, which brought his BP up to 9.
Yes.
So where is he now?
On the other side of the number 9 door. With Dio.
You told him to go, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Is your arm okay?
Arm?
I heard what happened. Cybernetic arms, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. I was starting to get a feeling something was up with you.
I looked down at my left hand. Or rather, I looked down at where my left hand should have been. Instead, there was a stub, wrapped in white gauze. I told myself I'd do anything to get the cure, even if it meant letting Dio betray me. But I had a feeling I might come to miss my hand. Oh yeah. How's Quark?
I'm right here.
Quark. Man, I'm glad you're okay. Feeling better?
Yup, thanks to you. You got the medicine from that jerk Dio, right? Luna gave it to me, and now I'm better.
Imagine not having a hand, right?
Thanks.
That would suck.
You're the best, Mr. Sigma. You saved my life.
I've had my left hand out of commission for quite a while, and my right hand out of commission for not as long. So I've had to live with one hand for a while, and it's not fun. It seemed they'd shared some stories while I was asleep. So you think this is Quark's ending? All right. Everyone knew about how I'd made a deal with Dio and about the journal we'd found with the Latin in it. Clover and Phi seemed to have done most of the talking. Are we glad though, right?
It was completely the opposite of what we guessed. We're not infected. The rest of the world is.
Well, that's just it. We did get infected though.
That means this place isn't a quarantine facility. It's more like a shelter.
So how did we get infected?
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet. I thought the same thing you did, but then Sigma pointed out a couple of discrepancies.
Yeah, Phi and I have already gone over it, but I explained what I noticed. 1. If we were in a shelter for uninfected people, why had Quark been infected? Any place designed to keep a virus like that out would have had a lot of safeguards to keep anything from getting in. Had the virus really bypassed all those measures? It didn't seem likely. The vaults were never meant to save anyone. 2.
The moon is a jerk.
The moon is a jerk. The timing of our abductions and the pandemic's outbreak was strange. It would make sense if we'd been rescued after the disease had become widespread, but that wasn't what had happened. First, we'd been abducted, then the pandemic had broken out. 3. We didn't know why Zero had put us in the Nonary game. If we were all survivors he wanted to protect, then why try and kill us? If we were in a shelter, why wasn't it safe?
Well, what about this? Maybe someone anticipated the pandemic. I don't know who. Probably Zero. Anyway, they grabbed us before the pandemic really started.
This was his mission. He wanted to stop Zero. The shelter was stopping their plans of eradicating everybody. Could be.
Then they put us in the shelter. But then, after a while, he got bored, so he decided to have us play this game to kill time.
Who on earth would make people he rescued play a game where they could die just because he was bored?
Well, we don't actually know if there is poison in this bracelet. You're the only one who's gotten injected so far. And when you did, it was only Soparil.
What are you saying? That what I did at the number 9 door was all pointless?
No, that's not what I mean.
That can't be it. I'm sure there's tubocurarine in the bracelets. The Atom's analysis confirmed it.
But what if the Atom is lying?
If you're going to do that, then we don't have anything to base any speculations on. You could say that the newspaper article was fake, or that the Latin journal wasn't real.
Fair.
Or the journal was real, but my translation was a lie.
You made it up?
No, my translation was accurate. I'm just making the point that once you start talking about this stuff being fabricated, it doesn't stop. I don't think Zero is doing this just to take the piss out of a lime.
What?
I was just trying to stress that I don't think Zero would do this to pass the time.
Oh. Huh. How do you make that mistake?
However, I do think Clover has half a point.
Okay, so what's up with Phi mixing your idioms up? I wonder if maybe she's a robot, or if she has, like, cybernetic legs. Meaning?
That someone did anticipate this pandemic. That part seems reasonable.
Yes, we know that, but not many other people in this room are jumping timelines. She has a cybernetic pun implant, yes, right, and which apparently is failing.
Well, if the virus was spread on purpose, then I could see how that might make sense.
Yeah. It's not like Noah put all the animals on his ark after the flood happened. He went around before the rain started falling to gather them all up. Right?
Are you saying that we were rescued because we're all that's left of humanity?
Think maybe your mind is getting screwed up because of the jumping? Could be.
We were brought here because someone knew there would be a pandemic that would turn us into an endangered species?
But this is not enough people for a proper gene pool. You need something like a minimum 23, and even then, that's still gonna only give you like 5 generations before inbreeding renders everybody like cheetahs.
Does that mean we're supposed to repopulate the planet?
Repopulate? Huh. I looked around and did a quick inventory. 2, 3. Titty. Uh-oh. 4 women, an old man, and a kid. That meant I was the only young, fertile male. Repopulation, eh? That didn't sound so bad. If that was the case, maybe there wasn't any reason to escape. If the newspaper and the journal were right, then the world outside was crawling with a deadly virus. Why would we go expose ourselves to that? This would be the safest, happiest place on Earth. I guess we've got a lot of work to do.
The game's over. There's no point to any of this now.
No, that's not true. The game might be over, but we've still got a lot of unanswered questions. In fact, we've got even more questions.
So, are those answers going to open the number 9 door again?
Could be.
It's all over. Why we're stuck here doesn't mean shit. The 8 of us aren't leaving, ever. That's all that matters.
8?
You're including the old woman?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? What if the old lady is Zero Senior?
Yeah, you're right. We never even considered that.
But that would mean the person in charge of all this was murdered by somebody. That doesn't make sense.
Maybe she wasn't murdered.
Huh?
Are you saying she was infected with Radical 6 and killed herself?
But we didn't find a knife or any kind of weapon in the AB room with her.
Maybe she was killed somewhere else, and then someone carried her in there.
What? That's ridiculous.
Well, maybe we should go take a look at her one more time. Maybe we missed something.
All right. Go around the divider. And before she pulls the saw and gets up and leaves through the number 9 door, right? That's possible. We look down at the body of the old woman. 5 was the first one to move. Quietly and methodically, she began to examine the woman and her clothes. I just stood there. I knew that she was dead. No, especially because she was dead. I just didn't feel right touching her. After a few silent minutes, Vi suddenly stopped. She pulled something from one of the old woman's sleeves and held it out toward me. The conversation about what's real or not seems like it could be more important than it seems. Maybe all of this is orchestrated. Even those Kurashiki...
Looks like an ID card for this place.
Hakane.
Since it's got her picture on it, I'd say it's a safe bet the card is hers.
Oh, it looks like her name is Kurashiki. Kurashiki? Ever heard it before?
Nope. You?
No? Yes, we have. Pass equals jumpy doll. There's something written here. It says jumpy doll.
Well, actually it says pass equals Jumpy doll. So I'm guessing Jumpy doll is a password of some sort.
What the hell does it mean?
Beats me.
Look, it's handwritten. Like she must have put it on here herself so she wouldn't forget it. How one of the biggest reveals in the game is done so casually, right? It's just like, huh, Akane, Kurashiki, weird. It's a doll that jumps. Wait, is this really the girl from the first one? Correct! This is the one that interfaced with us with a morphogenetic field. We're led to believe this. We don't assume things, but pretty certain that that is the case. This is the person that Tenmyoji has spent a lot of time looking for. I think Tenmyoji is Junpei, suddenly.
Yeah.
I know I was joking saying he was Santa. I think Tenmyoji is Junpei. Because Akane Kurashiki was his first love. We were still looking at the card over when I heard a commotion from the other part of the room.
Alice, what's wrong?
Oh, now Alice is succumbing to Radical 6?
Alice!
Oh no!
What are you planning to do with that?
Uh-oh. Fine, I turned around and gasped.
Damn it!
We ran to the other end of the room and skidded around the partition. Explains why he cares so much and why he was so messed up when he found her, right? There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. She didn't seem stable. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was an emotionless mask. Tenmyoji adopted Quark, correct. The look on her face was all too familiar. Quark. She looked just like Quark had before he went insane. But that meant...
Goodbye.
Her hand moved, lifting the scalpel up high in the air, then driving it down toward her heart. Aye! Ooh! We don't know if she's Kay... Well, yeah, she's Kay's mother, correct. Wait, what did that say? I guess we're about to find out. Quark, end. You were correct. An equal and opposite reaction. All right, 2 to go. Okay, so this is still locked. So I guess that means that we need to go here. Yeah, so this was the true end. So hilariously, somehow, our first ever playthrough, we made it to the first end. Okay, Director's Office. Solve the mystery of the two-headed lion. Whoever's K-father was 0, and that's Junpei. I don't know. Oh, let me grab these passwords. Thank you. So we're here. Huh.
There's no one here.
Because I know for sure you found the main game. Yes, and that's what you were like, hey, you should write you would normally have to write these down, but when you get there, I'm just gonna give them to you. And I was like, thanks, because I don't want to go back in the VODs and look. The computer's been turned on. I think I'm gonna get some lotion for my hands.
Yeah, maybe Dio and Kay did that.
I'd say Viridian is not in chat, otherwise I'd be like, please? What the hell is this?
A lion.
Who's gonna biting the sun? Luna gave us the first password, and then we found the Kay gave it to us. He's like, it's really important I tell you this. You have to listen closely. I'm gonna cheat and use a little bit of chapstick. The lion is
a
biting.
sun?
It has a couple input fields for a user ID and password.
We probably
Luna gave us the
can't use
ID
it
and the
unless we
segment
know
ending.
what
Kay
those
gave us
are.
the password. Got it. Why don't you put something
Sure.
in?
I'll give it a shot.
Oh, my hip?
Yeah, just as I thought. Might as well forget about this thing for now.
So the jumpy doll thing may be something different, correct?
We can't get anywhere without a password. Let's see if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something.
Yeah, there's another password elsewhere, presumably.
Shall we?
I turned and headed off toward a bookshelf, leaving me alone to the desk. I felt compelled to stay. I found myself staring at the screen. A lion biting the sun. Memento mori. If the ninth lion ate the sun, remember death. If the ninth lion ate the sun. Jumpy was her nickname for Junpei in the first game, correct. Then, maybe? Memento mori. On her booty. Remember death. I thought for a sec the buttons on her shirt was nipples, and I was like, I'm about to get banned! Password. Milico Volley. Yeah, in this timeline, almost everybody's dead. Remember. Did we die in the canning? Yes. We weren't able to pass through a chromatic door, so we were dying due to the turbo curarine in our bracelets. All right, ID. G T F D M L. Now is that 016 or 016? It's probably 016. On your way home right now. Cool, soccer dude. We'll see you in a bit. Password NILKEVOLI. 016, thank you. All right, so does this look right? Like I said, not feeling at my best right now, so remember death, because we died in both the Kay and Luna timelines. Could be. Yup. Thank you. Accepted. And Fi's gonna be like, the shit? Remember our death, not everybody else's. Captain, whoa. Let's see. Tokijiro Jr. Jasuputa. Jupe Jue. Runayawa. So, Jumpu 9, right here. Down here, Captain Kidd was fun. Hacker Vision, right? Canon Teso Pawo. Ill-poked artifacts from the shipwreck will. Many of them still faded in the history books. The largest exhibit of artifacts. Okay. Fi, come over here.
What's wrong?
I got in.
What?
Everybody going big on that. Hey!
How did you figure out the login?
Ow. I don't know. I just knew it.
What the hell do you mean you just knew it?
I just knew it means I just knew it. You gave me the same line when I asked you how you knew my name.
Why are you bringing that up? It doesn't have anything to do with this.
Actually, it has everything to do with this. You sure?
What? I don't...
Look, just forget about that. Come take a look at this.
Sure, fine. Just let me get right on that. Are you out of your damn mind? Tell me what the hell is going on here. Why do you know how to log into this computer?
Are you even listening to me? We continued to yell at one another for several more minutes. But no matter what Fi asked me, I could never come up with an answer that satisfied her. So apparently this is early on. Maybe Fi goes left to right. And then we can bounce around whatever we want.
Fine. You still don't make any sense, but I don't think you're lying.
So this being the far left timeline, Fi has not jumped around any. Damn right I'm not.
And the AB game deadline isn't getting any further away. All right, let's see what this thing has for us. Where are we supposed to start? Looks like there's tons of stuff in here. Oh, can you tell me the ID that you put in? I can try searching for that. Maybe we'll get a hit.
I gave her what she'd asked for. Her search returned several files, and after examining them for a moment, Fi opened one. Golem unit details. Are these product specifications for a golem?
Looks like it.
So was this series of numbers a golem's ID?
Don't ask me. You seem to know more about all this than I do. Fine, whatever. Just read the file. Maybe it'll make more sense.
So one of these leads to Fi's ending, correct?
Let's see here.
Because there are, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 8, 9. And presumably also maybe zero. Kyo, you knew! So that happened. We see her clavicle. Luna is a golem. Who is this mysterious creature? Luna?
Yeah.
She has red blood, doesn't she? Why is there a picture of Luna in this file? Which is why she gave us the ID.
There's something written underneath it. It says, appearance after application of ABT.
ABT. Because it's
There's this special artificial biological tissue, what's called ABT.
golem.
When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes it look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin. with paws, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars, and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you.
I think we're in Luna's ending. I think you're right, Claire.
See, right in the middle of...
Bzz.
I see.
Were we being turned into a golem? That's interesting. Here's the thing though, seamless conversion is not usually a thing.
Luna was a golem, and DML016 was her product ID.
That must have been what Golem was trying to tell us when he stopped. But why? Why would Luna be in the game?
I don't know how autonomous she really is, but I find it hard to believe she would have come here of her own free will.
We got the ID in our ending correct. So you're saying she was sent here by Zero Senior?
Probably.
You are correct. We do not have Luna's ending yet. I suspect that we are... one of these forks is Luna's ending.
Look. At the bottom of the screen, it shows her current status.
Currently operational. Executing special mission. You think her special mission is to participate in the game?
Probably.
So why did Zero Senior want a robot as a participant? You think maybe it was to supervise the rest of us? Maybe if something unexpected happened, she was supposed to correct it or something?
What if it was some kind of Voight-Kampff test?
A what?
It's from an old book. A test to see how human she was. Whether or not 8 people would be able to figure out she was a robot. That might almost explain the whole game, actually. Making us solve puzzles and play the AB game. All of those things could have been designed to give us a chance to see her true nature.
Maybe Luna is still alive. So it's kind of like the Chinese room.
Yeah. Luna is the girl locked in the room, and the 8 of us are the people outside it.
Huh.
Well, like I always say...
It's just a possibility, right?
All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person.
He's pretty human, right? When did you figure it out? That she was a golem, I mean.
Right now. I didn't know until I saw this stuff.
Poison ain't got nothing on a robot. You're lying. When I told you about what happened with Gollum in the pantry, you said something about how this game might be a sort of like the Chinese room.
I don't know why I said that. It just felt like it made sense.
Like you just knew it?
Yeah. Look, forget about that. See Luna's status?
Yeah, it says the same thing it did a minute ago. Currently operational. Executing special mission. Is she gonna go Terminator on us and murder us? Whoa! Wait, what the hell? Luna's
Do you think robots die? She was only injected with muscle relaxant.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed.
Right, so that was a case where 5 jump timelines. Of course! Luna's the one who opened the AB gate.
That might not be the only thing she did. Look.
What do you mean?
What are the last 3 digits of her product ID?
016.
And where have we seen that before?
Oh yeah! Oh no, she would be the cutest Terminator ever. Oh no, right? We were saying it was like, you know, 16 pounds and stuff. 016. Termin adorable. You saying it was Luna who handcuffed Clover and Tenmyoji?
We should go check her body. You remember where it is?
The crew quarters. So Luna killed Tenmyoji and Clover. See, it's times like this I appreciate the recap because it has been a while since we were in that timeline. I'm cold suddenly. And she's not there. Yep.
Yeah.
Why? Why would Luna?
And I trust him.
Well, great. Now you're worried about killer adorable robots. You know what? You know what? You said I had a type, and it was evil. And while I like Luna, I'm not gonna continue this train of thought.
Let's go. The game hasn't stopped. If we don't vote, we're going to get penalized.
Because we all don't want the penis. Right. Off we go then. The Grim Reaper is running chills down your spine. The Grim Reaper who's like, I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know, some people want the penis. Exactly, that's what I said, we all don't want the penis. Was this a timeline where we betrayed Luna? The way she says penalized makes you really uncomfortable.
Invalid pair detected.
Oh! The face of a murderer! Thank you for the spooky bits, Claire, with Corgo. It was right when the alarm hit too, so it was like brr, brr. Knock, knock, knock. I'm not gonna do it just in case my dog wakes up, because my wife wakes up, she'll be super pissed.
Please retry with valid partner.
Oh yeah, we're not, oh yeah, forgot about this thing.
Right. Luna's bracelet.
Yeah, with her bracelet, there's 3 in this room. I stepped outside and set Luna's bracelet down, then headed back in the AB room. I was about to say, then she's there and she's just like,
2 minutes remain until polling closes.
Like, who's there? Luna. Who's there? Death. All right, I'll go ahead and hit the start button. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
So this should close the door, and she's like,
Wait. Sigma.
Luna! Your bracelet! Oh, fuck the Terminator!
1 minute remains until...
Wait, what the hell is going on? Why is Luna here?
She's probably planning on participating in the game.
You mean she's gonna take the bracelet and go into one of the other rooms?
Yeah.
How is she gonna vote?
Betray. I'm sure of it. Why else would she have come here? If she wanted to vote ally, she could have just waited for the deadline to pass.
Right now. She's got 7 BP, right?
Yeah. Why are you asking, though? Her BP doesn't matter right now.
Okay, once again, we always vote ally first. Panic? Never panic, for I am here. What?
Have you totally lost it? She doesn't have her bracelet on.
I set it outside the door.
Besides, she's a golem. She isn't trying to get out. Whether she has 9 BP or not doesn't mean anything to her.
Why is she doing this?
Isn't that obvious? She wants to keep our BP below 9. Say she defaulted to ally, we could choose whatever we wanted, and we'd still get 9 BP.
So, Luna, the only one who didn't want us to get out, was also the only one who was like, we should all always ally and we'll all get out at the same time.
She's here to make sure that doesn't happen.
10 seconds 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And I trust him.
Okay, we are gonna trust the Terminator.
2, 1.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to be assholes and betray just for the sake of getting all the unlocks, but this is, I always, like I said, if we ever are stuck in this, you and I, whomever you are, whichever one of the amazing people who love to hang out with me on Sundays and Tuesdays, I will always vote ally, or whatever, be like, hey, if you both talk, you get nothing. No, I'm gonna ally. It's us versus the problem, not you versus me.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
You think Luna's goal is to ensure that they all get out or no one gets out?
Thank you, Amberdex.
Hey, Sigma, are you insane? Why the hell did you choose ally?
Wait, we can talk about that later. Right now. Oh, I must have left the Sensi on in the bathroom. I gave Little Lane a bath, and I always like to leave it on for a bit, so that way the bathroom smells nice and super clean.
That's odd. We came out the moment the gates opened. There's no way she could have left already.
She's still inside the room. She's like, then there it was. I thought so. She didn't pick it up. Without the bracelet, she couldn't have voted.
Then she let the system vote ally for her?
Results from round 3 of the Amberdex game.
She didn't go in.
Will please direct.
Right, the results.
Yeah, let's go have a look.
Everybody's kind of dead, so in this timeline, I think. Yeah, so it's just fine me. So they ally. Oh, it just says dead. Wow. So we all have 9 BP. That dramatic 5 picture, right? And then skulls, it's the first time we've seen those.
Points have please.
So we're still a magenta pair. Since Luna didn't vote, she got set to ally automatically. And the other 6 got penalized. Then again, 5 of them are already dead. We don't know where Quark is, but his bracelet's already off.
Yeah.
So Quark, well, his bracelet's already off.
That means all those penalties are meaningless. Why did Luna show up then? I mean, we've got our 9 BP now, but... Alright, what do you want to do, Sigma? Do you want to leave?
No. Weren't you the one who kept going on about how Quark's still alive? I can't just run off and leave him here.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, that's a relief. I was hoping you'd say that. Now let's get moving. We need to find Quark.
And Luna too, correct?
Luna.
Hi, chocolate chip pancake.
What's up, pancakes? Whoa, 3D. Also, how goes it? Goes it pretty well. And back. DEFCON 3. By the way, this Friday,
The Amberdex gates have closed.
gonna see us throw dice at each other, which is gonna be really amazing considering I'm about 2,000 miles away from both of them on either end of the country. Thank you, Draco. There you go. There's a link. If you haven't already done so, please give that channel a follow. Every other Friday. Sometimes it skips a Friday, but then we do like 2 back-to-back, or we do every other Friday, skip one, and then continue one from there. Gonna see a cool D&D game with you in control.
Round 4 of the Star.
Yeah, star keys are required. Fi and I checked our bracelets out of sheer reflex. It was a magenta pair, just like before, but Fi had changed to a red solo. It didn't really matter, though. Both of our bracelets showed the number 9. All we had to do was open the number 9 door, and we'd never have to play another AB game again.
Alright. Quark comes first. Let's go.
She spun around and headed for the cyan door. I followed on her heels. But Quark! Quark! Okay, so here's another reason why I think it's been decades. Is because Junpei was not that much older than Clover. But Tenmyoji, if he is Junpei, and I have a suspicion that he is, and Akane are both significantly older than Clover now. You'd think it's possible that Luna knows that both Sigma and Phi have the power to jump. I can see that. So I'm not controlling any of this, by the way. This is all automatic. In fact, it even says stop over here. You can see it has one arrow instead of multiple. So we're just going through all these rooms, it looks like. So what'd you miss from the beginning of the stream?
Sigma, there's something I want to ask you.
We have this many endings now. This Clover knew who Junpei and Akane were. But if they aged dramatically from her point of view, she may not immediately recognize them. But that's the reason why she was like, I trust him because I didn't know who he was at first.
There are 3 doors here. You, Alice, and Luna went through the one on the right. That took you to the Golem Bay, correct?
Yeah, according to the map, that's the door on the bottom. Which is maybe what Tenmyoji told Clover at the time, that he was Junpei. I think you're right. I know I was joking earlier when I said Tenmyoji was Junpei, and then I was like, nah, he's Santa. But I think he's Junpei.
Take a look. See the lock?
Open?
Yeah.
Then who the hell opened it and how?
There's only one person who could have opened it.
Luna.
All right, let's head in.
Right, because even if she didn't recognize him, he would have recognized her. Correct. So he'd be like, I know that fine ass anywhere. Except that's not what he would say. The heck are these things?
I think they're treatment pods of some sort.
What mint pods? Even as I spoke, part of me knew what they were. I didn't know how or why, but I felt a strong sense of blah, blah, blah.
One of them is lit up.
The one on the left, it's being used.
The glass is all fogged up. I can't really see inside.
Let's crack it open then.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Quark, and we're gonna touch him, he's gonna break. Don't do it! If he is Junpei, it also explains how he's sort of calm through all this since he's played a Nonary game now 3 times by this timeline. Even though it's Quark. Quark. Just some kid. They closed the lid, like, ah. Our feet pounded across the floor of the warehouse.
This is it.
Take a snack. Yeah, just take his snacks. Quark's body bounced to my arms as I ran. His pulse and breathing were normal. He was limp and unconscious, but he was alive. The pod's display had given us a little information on his condition. As far as we could tell, he'd be given an anesthetic which would put him to sleep.
Ready?
It's after dark on the East Coast! So the question is, does Luna stop him?
What's wrong? You're supposed to say, yeah, sure.
I want to find Luna. Especially because in this timeline we said ally. Is it really okay for us to just leave?
What the hell is this? You want to stay here? What if Luna kills you too? Think about it. Alice, Clover, Tenmyoji, the old woman, even Dio and Kay.
East Coast be right.
There's a good chance Luna killed all of them.
Well, we know that Dio killed the old woman. At least our, time. We as the player know that. But why?
Why doesn't matter. Remember what we saw on Clover's thigh?
Why there? Not up on top. Why in the... Never mind.
And what's that the same number as?
But how did Clover know the product ID? Unless, Luna had a villain moment and did an exposition dump?
Where did we find the old woman's corpse?
In the AB room that Luna came out of.
And if you're right, her brain is in the central computer core. That means she could have easily moved that crane, right? She could have used it anytime she wanted.
That means any alibi she might have had for not being able to move the crane is worthless.
Exactly. She must have moved the AB room. Alice noticed it right away. At the very least, that would mean Luna had a reason to try and kill Alice.
Keep her quiet.
She could also have murdered Dio and Kay. Remember their star keys? Luna must have taken them, which puts her in the room with Dio and Kay. You understand, don't you? I admit none of this evidence is conclusive, but look at our options. You, me, Quark, and Luna. Who do you think is the most likely to be the murderer? Think this through, Sigma. Luna's a golem. That means she's a robot that's part of this facility, designed to do God knows what. If what you said about golems and the central computer is true, she's basically a puppet of Zero Junior's. There isn't really much of an argument to be made here. The only option is to leave her here and get out.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
Robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm.
A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic.
Okay. You're right. Let's get out of here.
Damn. Don't scare me like that. Okay, I'm going to open it. You ready?
No.
Yeah, I guess so. It's time we got out of here. Let's go.
But also, you know, robots are beholden to their own programming, so maybe she didn't want to do it. Blair with that 250,000 embers again. You think Luna left already? I don't know, because once the door opens and shuts, it won't open again ever, allegedly. With a heavy, labored groan, the number 9 door began to open. As soon as the gap was wide enough to admit her body, Fi slipped through it. I followed her through, Quark still cradled in my arms. Do we know he's been infected with Radical 6 in this timeline? Inside was a massive lift platform, the kind used to move industrial cargo. Fi turned to face me. I shoved Quark into her arms.
Huh?
Before she could respond, I spun around and ran. There's an announcement when the 9th door closes after being opened. We would have heard it. Correct.
The number 9 door has been opened.
Right, so.
It will remain.
Sigma! What the hell are you thinking? Get back here!
So this is Luna's ending. Sorry, Fi. There's something I have to do. Take care of Quark.
No, you don't mean you're going to go find Luna?
That is barely a skirt.
God
She
damn
does have
it,
shorts
Sigma.
under there.
Think about what you're doing.
Or like a belt.
Sigma, listen to me. You can't do this.
We can, and we did. Correct, Soccer Dude. Is Sigma the name or call sign? It is our name. Turns out we're not a robot, we just have cybernetic arms somehow.
Door has closed. This ends. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please.
I had no regrets. In fact, with Fi and Quark's successful escape, I felt a profound sense of relief. One of my objectives had been achieved, and a difficult choice had been made. We found that out earlier today, Soccer Dude, so that's what you missed since the stream started. My mind felt clear and focused, more so than it had in a long time. I'm wheezing when I breathe in. That's probably not good. All right, time to go. Luna's waiting. In the garden. I bet. Yep. Luna. I knew you'd be here.
You knew?
Oh, right. We haven't talked here in this one, huh?
Isn't this nice?
Sigma and Phi have names that are Greek letters, and they both have the ability to jump. Agreed.
This is the only place in this whole facility with anything green. I kind of feel silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. I'm not sure what you meant just now, but are you talking about something that happened in another history?
What?
I know what you can do. Someone told me about it once. They said that you have the ability to transport your consciousness through time.
Who told you that? Luna looked down at the music box around her neck. Carefully and delicately, she twisted the dial on the bottom. That's why I thought both Sigma and Phi were robots, because, you know, they can leap. And those were call signs versus names. But turns out I'm wrong, because Sigma is mostly human and Luna is synthetic.
Aren't you here to ask me something? Why I killed them, perhaps?
Well, actually, I already know you didn't do it.
Oh? Why do you think I didn't do it? I'd like to know your reasoning.
All right. I nodded and took a moment to compose my thoughts. Might as well start with the old woman. There's no point in beating around the bush, I suppose. Dio killed her.
Why do you think so?
Her left arm had blood spatter all the way up to the elbow, except for a stripe on the wrist that was perfectly clean. What could have caused that? My guess is a bracelet. It got covered with blood and kept her wrist clean. Obviously, none of our bracelets had blood spatter on them, but Dio's bracelet reacted to the luminol. That meant Dio's bracelet had to have come from the old woman.
Is that your proof? That's why you think Dio killed her?
No, that's only reason enough to suspect him. After all, he couldn't have just taken the bracelet after someone else killed her.
Then why are you so sure?
Because he confessed.
What?
After his bracelet reacted to the luminol, I confronted him.
All right, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Wait, when did that happen?
In a different timeline.
Isn't that against the rules?
What rules? I hope you're not going to try to bring up Nox's 10 Commandments. Does it really matter if it's against the rules or fair? The truth is the truth. Let's say that incident P happens, and after that timeline splits into timeline A and B. I don't really think it's unfair to base a theory in timeline A on the information I found in timeline B. After all, A and B both came from the same place, P. If you trace the history of both timelines, you'd end up back in incident P. Now, if I could change what happened with incident P by visiting timeline A or B, then yes, it'd be a different story. I don't know that it'd be unfair per se, but I'd certainly be breaking some pretty big rules. So a golem knows we can jump. That means the entire computer controlling this place knows too, correct? Yes. My suspicion is that much like the first two games, this Noner game was played to bring about something. I suspect to further impart knowledge of the Mirmidons and maybe jump back far enough to prevent the actual tragedy from happening, is my guess right now. Like, you know, the principle of causality. I'm sure that Dio killed the old woman. A and B, ally and betray. By extension, that means you couldn't have killed her. I'm assuming Dio wasn't originally intended to be part of the Nonary game. Somehow he got in and took the old woman's place. That's how he ended up as Quark's partner. This is just an educated guess, but I have a feeling his plan, this looks like I have no hair at all when I do this, was to replace one of us. I doubt it mattered which one. I have no idea why he would want to do something like that, and I don't know how he did it either. But the fact remains that he did. He hid in the warehouse on floor A and waited for someone to come out of one of the AV rooms. That someone turned out to be the old woman. She left Quark asleep in the AV room and came out on her own. Somehow he managed to get close enough to stab her. He did it near the wall with graffiti on it. I'm guessing he stabbed her from behind so that he wouldn't get any blood on himself. As soon as she was dead, he wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. No, wait, actually, he probably took the bracelet first. Then he would have needed to wipe the blood off, so he used a handkerchief for that too. You're also starting to think this entire experiment is us finding out either how to stop or cure the plague. Exactly. That's exactly what I just said. Yeah, stopping a plague seems like a pretty good reason to maybe put 9 people in danger. Anyway, the point is, he got the bracelet and put it on. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the rightmost AV room and its neighbor. He probably didn't expect that they'd move, or he would have put it somewhere else. After that, he headed back to the AV room and that the woman had left. Quark would have been fast asleep. So far as he knew, Dio was there the whole time. This does raise a few other questions, but I'll save those for later. For now, let's move on to the other murders. Well, actually, one of them probably isn't a murder.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about Alice. I'm pretty sure she committed suicide.
All of humanity is going to die. Adults, children, everyone. Everyone! There won't be anyone left! I'd rather die here!
He'd been infected with Radical 6. I don't know why Kay is a clone of us, but I imagine we'll hopefully find out soon. I think the infection caused her to take her own life. She used Dio's knife, which she'd found in the warehouse after the AB room moved, and exposed it. She took it with her and used it to stab herself in the crew quarters. Because we'd always seen the scalpel before. Next are Clover and Tenmyoji. The first question is, who put the handcuffs on them? The clue is the message Clover left, 016. If you think about it though, it doesn't make sense. Clover's left hand was in the handcuffs. That means she would have had to write on her with her right hand on her blah. That means she would have to write with her right hand on her right thigh. I feel like it would be really hard to do that, you know? I don't think that at all. Like, no, especially where it was. So the old lady may have been the source of the Radical 6 outbreak here, potentially. Why not just use your left thigh? The thing is, I think she did. When she died, her legs slumped together and the message got transferred to the right thigh. We just never saw the original because we didn't bother to check the other leg. In other words, she wasn't trying to write 016, she was trying to write Dio. Oh. With her dying breath, she was trying to tell us the name of her killer. Now, about Kay and Dio. I think there's a pretty good chance Dio killed Kay. Here's how I imagine it happened. Kay probably sprayed Dio's bracelet with aluminol. Okay, so when you first saw that, you said, it could be Dio backwards, but that's too obvious. I did, didn't I? That's funny. Back to the denouement. We found the bottle in Kay's robe. He wouldn't have seen the reaction immediately, but Dio would have known what was coming. As soon as Kay turned the lights off, it would be clear that Dio had taken the old woman's bracelet. My guess is that he decided to take preemptive action. You thought someone else was the killer, but no, it was me, Dio! I haven't seen that season, so I'm probably not doing it justice. When we found the bodies, the lights in the rec room were on. Maybe Kay turned to switch the light off and Dio took that opportunity to attack him. He was hurt pretty badly, but he didn't die right away. He probably managed to grab the spear and stab Dio. In the gut, no less. Here's the thing. Your abdomen is full of a lot of stuff that doesn't want to get in the rest of your body. But it will take you a long time to die, unfortunately, with a gut wound. Like, yeah. Yeah, it's been funny. Nice. Especially because I brute forced the puzzle in this. And you're like, oh my god! And then now you use the luminol, and I'm like, woosah. That accounts for all 6 bodies. None of them were your fault. It's really hard to save someone from a gut wound too. Yep.
Sigma.
You know, I also thought that they'd kill each other.
I'm glad you don't think I did it, but all of your theories are just, well, theories. Like Alice committing suicide. How can you be sure?
In fact, well, I've kind of experienced it in other timelines.
Say she was infected with Radical 6. She could have been murdered before her symptoms even began to present themselves.
Except, no, she has like, we're all gonna die! She was already on that.
As for Clover and Tenmyoji, I could easily have killed them. You don't have any proof that Clover's message was mirrored like you say, or even that it was supposed to refer to Dio. Even if it did, that's not conclusive evidence of his guilt. The same goes for Kay and Dio. I could have killed them both. Why do you trust me so much? I'm a machine. I'm part of this place. How can you trust a machine?
That's why I trust you.
What?
I trust you because you're a robot. Your robotness is just one more reason you can't be the killer. Well, 3 more reasons.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
Theories! They are verifiable by scientific community. This is no hypothesis, bish! Gee, it's just the same Dio suffered horribly. Shame. Here's the thing. So, let's say we make a robot. It is literally not beholden to the 3 laws of robotics. Asimov said we should have these and maybe somehow hard code these into robots. And in all his stories he did. But there has been, to my knowledge, only one robot-related fatality ever reported. It was in an automotive assembly line. There was a dude who got close to an automotive robot, and it was moving down to do something, and Lily went, and yeah. Everything else is that's been robot-related has been a, like, kind of a subset of a robot, but that's the only time a robot has ever killed a human. Splatter debated. Rule 1. Blah, blah, blah. We've already been over this.
Sigma.
Luna, I have to ask you. Can you tell me, well, everything you know? Your mind is in the central server. You should know everything that's happened here. There was a long pause. Luna stood up and walked deeper into the garden. I followed her in silence. We're gonna sit. Because why make new art assets when you can reuse the ones that hardly ever get any use? Eventually, we reached the bench. Luna sat down quietly, and just like last time, I lowered myself down beside her.
You were right. I didn't kill them. How should I explain? Well, actually, you got most of it right.
That doesn't matter. Tell me everything.
Well, first, yes, Dio did sneak into the facility. He used the large cargo elevator and came into the warehouse on floor A through the number 9 door. Since the game hadn't started yet, anyone could go through it.
Yes, exactly. Primarily via AI. Because we can hardcode that. In theory. I know, right? I'm like, all right, I finally get to eat. I'm getting exposition dump. Nope. Sigma says that doesn't really sound like sneaking. It sounds much more like he just walked in.
Yes, I guess you could say that.
Lave thought he could get a snack in. Lave was wrong.
He did get in pretty easily.
The game decided, no!
But that's because Zero Jr. lured him here.
What do you mean?
Dio wasn't a surprise.
But no, it was me! Narrative! And apparently there are 2 robotic deaths, according to Soccer Dude.
Both Zeros knew that he was going to come.
So they brought him in here?
In a way.
But why? Try this with coffee, it's fucking good.
Because his presence was an important part of Zero's project.
Huh?
I can't go into that right now. We'd be here forever.
I've got nothing but time, robot!
Right now, let's just focus on the murders, okay? Anyway, Dio found his way in. They made sure he didn't know that he was actually being let in.
People say that to me a lot. Let's just focus on the murders. I was about to say, people actually call me a robot a lot because I hardly ever eat at work and I never really slow down. So why did he come here?
To make sure Zero's project failed. His first step was to pretend to be one of the players. As for how he did that, you had it pretty much right. The old woman was the first one out, and he killed her under the graffiti. He put her bracelet on after he wiped the blood off it with the handkerchief. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the 5th and 6th AB rooms.
We are technically here forever because the number 9 door closed. Although Luna, being, part of this, can probably raise the door if she felt like it. 5th and 6th?
Counting from the left in their original placement.
In other words, the rightmost room would be the 6th room and the one next to it would be the 5th?
Right. After that, he went back into the 5th AB room where Quark was sleeping. Then he just waited for Quark to wake up.
What were you doing while that was happening?
Nothing. I couldn't do anything. My body had been turned off. Zero Jr. had powered me down. My body wasn't activated until after Dio went into the 5th room. I couldn't help her. All I could do was watch while she was murdered.
So apparently Zero Jr. had expected Dio to show up, which is why the display had changed. And why he wasn't like, "Old woman, hey, you're not an old woman, you're Dio, otherwise known as Bio, because I have nicknames for everybody."
Everything in this place is controlled by Zero Jr. I couldn't try and prevent Dio from getting in either.
Wait, if Zero Jr. controls everything, then he was the one who moved the 6th room with the crane?
Yes, that's right. Zero Jr. moved the room, not me.
Then who moved the old woman?
Me. It took me 10 minutes to get out of my AB room once I was turned back on. I ran over to check on her as soon as I did. Then I carried her back to the room I'd been in.
Why did you do that?
Because I was ordered to.
What?
Luna, listen to me very carefully. As you already know, the final stage of the project begins in 2 hours.
Alright, so you may hear the lady talk, just don't freak out.
Mic off.
This will be the culmination of many years of hard work. We cannot afford failure.
Yes. I understand.
Then let's make sure. What is your mission?
Enter the nonary game as one of the participants and observe the actions of the other players. Ensure that they do what they are supposed to and guide them down the correct paths.
How many players will there be?
Myself and 7 others, ma'am. Will you be participating as well?
Yes. Our plan dictates that I must. An individual by the name of Dio will be entering this facility presently. He has been led to believe he is doing so undetected. You've been briefed on him already, correct?
Yes. He will murder the first person to leave one of the AB rooms and take their place. If a pair is the first out, he'll probably kill both of them. That's all the information I've been given on him, ma'am.
Mic on.
Okay. So, Akane is either Akane is Zero the Second. Because remember, Zero Jr., as that was the name given to him later on, said he was Zero the Third. So yes, I believe that Kay's dad is also is Zero Senior, Zero the First.
Is there a problem?
With all due respect, ma'am, I would like to state that I don't feel right about this. We know someone is going to be killed, and we're just going to let it happen? I also have doubts about the use of Radical 6. Are you sure? Infecting all these people with such a horrible disease.
That is none of your concern. Your only concern is to follow your orders.
But...
Luna, I am giving you an order. I am in command, and you do as I say.
We're pretty sure she's Akane because of how Tenmyoji reacted when he saw that she was dead, and she has an ID card that says Kurashiki, and on the back it says password Junpei doll.
You are programmed to do as I say.
So if Kay's dad is Zero Senior, did any of the Zeros clone us and stick us in K? I don't know. I wonder if maybe we are an experiment. We're like artificially created, so we needed to have some kind of memories. Or maybe there was a Sigma at some point, but we are not them. I'm just looking up at my wall, trying to see if those cracks have been there forever. I think they may not have been, but that's okay. I should have some paint.
You know this.
Foundations shift, just so you know. So if you have sealant paint, you can help take care of that.
Yes.
Good. Now, I have one final order.
Or Zero Senior that we talked to before is Junpei. Maybe. But Tenmyoji had the picture of Akane and said that that was his first love. But you may be onto something.
Another order, ma'am?
Yes. When you leave the AB room, the person Dio has killed will still be there. I would like you to move them.
Where?
To the room you are about to enter. The 6th AB room.
But why?
Not your concern. As a participant in the game, you must have as little knowledge of it as possible.
I still have some water.
That is why I have made sure you are unable to access any classified data. There are things you must not know.
Yeah, if Kay is a clone, then we probably are too, yes. Except that, why do we have, cyborg arms? And she planned for Dio to kill her. Maybe?
In order for this project to succeed, we need you to be as close to a clean slate as possible. There are some things you already know, which ideally you would not. Unfortunately, this is unavoidable, so you must refrain from divulging anything you know about the project to the other participants. You must never tell anyone what you know about Dio, or the body, or that you carried it to the 6th AB room. You will have to pretend
So
you
this
know
is Luna's
nothing
end, I'm
more than
pretty
the
sure.
rest of the participants.
Is that an order?
Yes. Do I make my...
Do I make myself clear, she says.
Yes. After that, I went into the AB room as I'd been told to. As soon as I stepped inside, my body deactivated. But since my brain is in the main computer, I was still awake.
Oh, yeah, you weren't here for the first game, Draco. Junpei is Jumpy. That's what Akane called Junpei. Junpei was the protagonist of the first game.
So I still saw everything. While I waited, I used the security cameras to see what was going on in the rest of the facility.
And you saw the old woman being murdered.
Yes, it was hard. What I was seeing made no sense. Several of my higher level processes nearly failed. To think that she would be the first person to come out. I think she knew that Dio was going to kill her.
So Jumpy was a nickname, correct.
When she'd said she had one final order for me, I didn't understand what she meant. Like a fool, I told her I didn't approve, when I had no idea what she was prepared to do. When she died, whatever I have that passes for a heart felt like it snapped in two.
I think I understand. Everything you did because you'd been ordered to?
Yes.
And it was the old woman who gave you those orders? Then is she Zero Senior?
No.
What? But if she gave you the orders...
She did, but she wasn't the only person I took orders from.
Then there was someone else?
Yes.
And that person is Zero Senior?
Yes. They worked together to develop the project she mentioned. So I suppose, technically, my orders came from both of them. And they were both controlling Zero Jr., too. I told you before that Zero Jr. moved the 6th AB room. Although that's strictly true, he didn't do it of his own free will. They ordered him to do it. He was following orders just like me.
But why?
I don't know. I really don't. Maybe they did it so that people wouldn't suspect me.
Didn't want people to suspect you, then why have you moved the body in the first place? Eventually, we'd figure out that the rooms had been moved and that she was in your room.
Then maybe they wanted the opposite.
You mean...
Maybe they wanted you to suspect me.
That doesn't make sense either. If they wanted people to suspect you, why move the room?
You're right. Then maybe they only wanted certain people to be suspicious of me.
You mean like Alice?
Yes. Perhaps they wanted Alice to find the handkerchief and the knife. That would explain why they moved the room.
They somehow knew Dio would hide the knife there?
Yes, I think so.
But how could they know that? Unless there's another timeline!
Well, whatever the reasons were, Alice did notice that the room was moved. Which meant that Clover also figured it out. And just like you said, Alice used the knife to take her life. Clover didn't realize that, though. Or perhaps she didn't want to.
You're still gonna find a way to set the bunny on fire? Got it.
In any event, she decided that I must have killed Alice to keep her quiet. So she confronted me.
Oh yeah, now we find out what happened when they were underneath the camera.
It was right after the second round of the AB game. Using Phi's timetable, that would be 0 hours, 0 minutes.
Wait, you were listening to us in the security office?
Yes, that wasn't all I was listening to, though. I know everything that happened in the facility after my body collapsed.
You were watching through the security cameras?
Yes, I was. I could see and hear everything. Anyway, we're at 0 hours, 0 minutes. I was in the hallway on floor A when Clover found me and took me to room 2 in the crew quarters. We entered at about 0 hours, 1 minute. She was very forceful.
I know you killed Alice. Tell me the truth and I'll let you live. Now fess up! I'm only gonna give you one chance. If you lie or try to play dumb or something, I'll kill you right in front of her!
Oh wait, they let Dio in, but also this project is so important. We've been prepping for this thing for a long time.
I told her the truth, of course. I explained that I hadn't killed Alice, that she'd been infected with Radical 6, and it had caused her to kill herself. Clover was never going to believe that, though. We argued about it for nearly 9 minutes. It wasn't just Alice she asked me about. She asked me about the murder of the old woman, and about the AB room being moved.
It does feel like Dio was part of the plan, correct? So they let him in with bombs, I know, right?
She wasn't very nice about it, but I couldn't answer any of her questions.
Because of your orders?
Yes.
So Clover
then, at
did.
about 0 hours, 10 minutes, she must have run out of patience.
Maybe.
She stuck her hand in her pocket and started moving toward me. She backed me up against the wall and pulled her hand out of her pocket. She was holding the injection gun. I tried to take it away from her. I even screamed for help. She refused to let go, of course, while we were fighting over it.
Stuck her here? Whoa, hold on a minute. The trigger got pulled in the fight, I get that part. What I don't understand is why it did anything to you.
You mean because I'm a golem?
Yeah?
One of my orders was always to act like I was one of the players. A human.
But if he blew up the facility, they would lose any knowledge of the results, correct? They must think Dio was taking orders from one of the zeros, like he was a double agent who was using that easy entrance to blow the place up. Or he didn't realize he was taking orders from a zero, and that brother is actually Zero. Zero the First, maybe.
Any human injected with that amount of tubocurarine would die.
That's why you, died? To keep up the facade that you were human? I always read that word as facade, and I have to correct myself, just so you know.
No. I collapsed because Zero Jr. turned off the power to my body again. He probably felt he had to. Maintaining the illusion that I was human was probably in his orders, too. So to make it look like I had died, he turned the power off. Whatever the case, it was an accident. I don't think Clover ever intended to actually kill me. She only took the injection gun to try and threaten me.
How can you be sure?
When I collapsed, she looked terrified. She checked for my pulse and listened to see if I was breathing. She also shook my body and called out to me several times. If she'd meant to kill me, why do all that? After a few moments, she ran off to the infirmary to get the AED.
You mean the defibrillator?
Yes.
That uses an electric shock to restart the heart, correct?
Correct.
So, why was it she left? So that was why she left?
Yes.
At 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds, Clover left the cabin in the crew quarters.
She ran off toward the infirmary. On the way, she bumped into Dio.
Dio?
Yes, I guess she just saw him, really. They didn't talk. She just ran past.
Except Quark! And he just watched her go by?
Yes, I imagine he was curious, of course. He probably wondered what she was doing. But he chose not to go after her. He had something else to do.
Survived an entire bottle, right? Well, no, Quark, no, had a bottle of Soparil injected, not turbocurarine. So, at 12 minutes, Dio enters the room.
He seemed pretty surprised to find my body.
Yeah, I bet.
It didn't take him long to get over it, though.
Wouldn't imagine it would. What did he do then?
He'd gone there for 2 reasons. One was to get Alice's bracelet, which was a blue Solo.
How did he know Alice was in there, though, is the thing? Right. Without it, Dio and Kay, the yellow pair, wouldn't be able to get through the secondary door. Right?
Yeah, but he couldn't find it.
Of course. Phi had already taken it by then.
Yes. But there was something else he wanted to do, too.
Planted the bomb.
He was there to take the knife.
That too.
Removing it was gruesome.
But why did he want the knife? Was it because he'd used it to kill the old woman?
No, I don't think so.
Then what do you think?
I think he didn't want anyone to see the engraving on the knife's blade. That's why he hid it so well after he killed the old woman.
Why wouldn't he want anyone to see that?
Do you remember what it said? There was a word engraved on the blade.
Myrmidons.
Yes.
Why?
It's the name of the organization he belongs to.
But why have a knife with your organization engraved on it? I mean, I get, like me, I'm trying to put my brand out there. That's why I've got stuff that says Slave Blade, but still. By the way, if you want a really cool phone case, if y'all want another color of it too, let me know and I will make one long enough for you to buy what you want, and after you get it, I'll discontinue it unless you want me to keep it up.
I don't think so.
Well, what is it then?
I don't really know.
No idea?
I'm afraid not.
Wait, was he here to try and stop whatever Zero Senior was doing?
Yes.
Then, wouldn't that mean that he's on our side?
I don't know about that. He's killed 4 people. I'm not really sure he's on anyone's side.
You got a point. Damn, this is ridiculous. Got any knives? I don't, none that say Lave Lane on it, no. Last thing I need is somebody going to my door going, "Are you Lave Lane?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they go, "Is this your knife?" Not in the way that you mean. I guess the enemy of my enemy isn't my friend, huh?
May I continue?
Yeah. After he took the knife, Dio rifled, through what few belongings Alice had. Luna said he didn't seem to be looking for anything in particular. He was probably just checking to see if she had anything useful. He's on his own time. That's when he found the key to Kay's suit. He didn't seem to have any particular reason for taking it, at least as far as Luna could tell. At 0 hours 13 minutes, he left the room. So 20 seconds?
He heard Kay opening the cyan door and ran out. When he left, he was heading toward the infirmary. My guess is that he was going after Clover.
Who did not come back with the AED,
He found her with
by
the
way.
AED. She was probably planning to just ignore him and head back, but Theo didn't let her.
Hey, wait. Just what are you planning to do with that thing? Thinking about trying to resuscitate Luna? And why would you want to do that? You were the one who killed her, weren't you?
When Clover tried to push past Dio, Luna said, they began to fight.
The fuck do you think you're doing?
Dio pulled the knife out of his pocket and pointed it at Clover's throat. That was when he showed up. Senyoji?
Dio, what the hell are you doing?
None of your goddamn business. Stay out of this, you senile old shit.
Like hell, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I guess Dio had planted the bombs before. Or, because this is actually not the Cyan timeline, Dio may never have planted them. He let out a yell and leapt toward Dio. The younger man dodged him easily, then lashed out with a knife. Senmyoji caught Dio's hand with a grunt, and for a moment the two men struggled. Then as the knife edged closer, he wrapped his other hand around the blade and tried to force it anyway. But Dio was a much younger and stronger man, and the wound Tenmyoji gave himself with a knife didn't do him any favors. He put up a valiant fight, but with a roar, Dio threw him off, and Tenmyoji collapsed to the floor.
What are you going to do?
Let's see. How about this?
Ah!
How cute. You two really look great together, you know?
What are you going to do to us?
Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna handcuff you to a sink. Actually, I already have.
Already.
Are you gonna beat us to death or something?
Ugh, no. Nothing so tasteless.
What are you going to do then?
Let the timer run out.
How'd you like to make a bet?
A bet?
You've got, 20-some minutes until the primary white doors open. So I'd say you've got 25 minutes until they close. Give or take. If somebody happens to come by here before the doors close, you might live. But if nobody finds you, well...
We'll be penalized.
Exactly. So, I suggest you start screaming for help now.
My question is, why did Dio try to stop Clover? I don't know. Maybe he just decided, you know what, hell. Yeah, or why did Dio stop Clover? Yeah.
Unfortunately for you, just about all the rooms in this place are behind at least 2 nice thick doors.
Jerk.
So unless they're pretty close, nobody's gonna hear you scream. Well, I'm off to the Floor B warehouse, okay? Enjoy your last 25 minutes. Later.
"25 minutes passed and no one came. Of course, by then there were only 3 other people who could have come, apart from Dio.
Where did he get the handcuffs? That's actually what I was thinking. You mean me find Kay, correct?
Yes, you were in the crew quarters at this point.
Yeah. Kay had told us about you. We'd also noticed that the knife in Alice's chest had been removed. If only we'd known what was happening in the infirmary.
Unfortunately for Clover and Tenmyoji, their time had come.
They may have been... Maybe there had been handcuffs in the infirmary.
Once the primary white door closed,
Akane's into some rough trade.
both of their bracelets injected them with Soparil.
The anesthetic.
Yes, almost immediately they started to feel sleepy. I think that's when Clover realized she was definitely going to die. That was when she decided to leave her message. Just as you said, she wrote on her left thigh with her right hand.
And the word she wrote was Dio.
Yes.
In Tenmyoji's blood.
As for what happened in the rec room, well, I guess I don't really need to tell you. Your theory was essentially correct. What you said was what happened.
Poor Fi. Cork probably had woken up and then gone crazy. I'm thinking so. It's okay. Well, maybe he'd gotten the Accelavir in this timeline. I don't know if we found it. So Kay sprayed Dio's bracelet with the luminol, and then while his back was turned, Dio attacked him with the axe. Dio mortally wounded him, but didn't kill him, so Kay turned around and stabbed him. I guess that's when we found him.
Yes.
When did Kay get the luminol?
After they went through the white door, Dio and Kay found themselves in the director's office. When they were done there, they headed back to floor A to look for everyone else. They went to the crew quarters first, then to the infirmary. Of course, they found Clover and Tenmyoji's bodies there. Dio expected to find them, of course, but he pretended to be shocked. Anyway, Kay checked them over for anything useful.
That's when he found the luminol.
Right. That's everything that happened. Do you have any questions?
Well, what do you think? Does a bear shit in the woods? Well, the first thing is Cork's bracelet. Why was it in the infirmary?
Tenmyoji had it. Then when Dio attacked him, it fell out of his pocket.
But why did Tenmyoji have Cork's bracelet?
I told him where it was.
When?
Do you remember when you were in the rec room with Fi and Tenmyoji?
Yeah, when he sprayed us with the luminol. Yeah, I remember that.
Right after then. When he left the rec room, he went toward the green door to look for Quark. I ran into him at the end of the hallway, where the 3 doors and the switch are. That was when I told him. Look, Tenmyoji, the center door is unlocked. He took off through it without another word.
That was the treatment room, right?
Yes,
Where Quark was sleeping?
right. It only took him a moment. As soon as he saw Quark, he ran to his pod and started crying.
Out of relief.
Yes, the display on the pod showed Quark's vital signs.
Yeah, so Luna put Quark in the pod. Nice.
It was
That's
obvious
a lot of
he was
redundancy. We already
alive
knew
the
all of
moment
this.
you looked at it.
Well, the reason why, because like I said, imagine if we had to like go back and then come back here. This would be handy to have.
Next to the pod was Quark's bracelet. That was how Tenmyoji got it.
Why was Quark's bracelet off?
I took it off.
How?
Aluminum foil.
What? You mean the stuff from the crew quarters?
Oh, you found it? Did you know that aluminum foil has electromagnetic shielding properties?
I did actually, and did I or did I not say we should put it between our bracelets and that would stop it from detecting our heartbeat?
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses. Anyway, fancy.
Wait, so you're telling me the aluminum foil can block the electromagnetic waves your heart sends out?
Yes. All you have to do is wrap it around your bracelet.
And the bracelet thinks your heart stopped.
Yes.
Yeah, you said that shit in like episode 1. Exactly! Holy shit, it was that easy all along. I like to think that if I was in this, I would be like, oh, I got my bracelet off, everybody. Here, let's just carry this shit around with us and try to get out of here now. And then Zero comes over the intercom and it's like,
oh
guys, you're not playing the game right. I'm just gonna kill you all. Oh, I mean, fuck.
Because that's what he sounds like when he's losing.
Then I put it next to the pod.
Wait, why was Quark in the pod to begin with?
Oh, that's easy. I put him there.
When did you do that?
Remember when we were first looking for Quark? I found him unconscious near the entrance to the Golem Bay.
So you carried him to the treatment pod? No, not that. You mean literally you told everyone how he died? Exactly.
Yes.
She was just confirming it for us. But just in case, like, let's say we had to save and come back. Like, because this is a DS game, so it's more or less mobile. Were you the one who unlocked the treatment center?
No, I was not. I do not have the authority to operate any of this facility's machinery.
Okay. So it was Zero Jr.?
That's right.
Huh. He reactivated your body too, correct? Man, I don't get any of this. Why the hell did he do that? Oh, I guess it wasn't really him that did it, huh? He was just doing what Zero Senior and the old lady told him to do. Everything leads back to them, huh? Of course it does. Ooh, we have Zero, and then the old lady is double Zero. She's Zero the second. Luna was confirming that we were correct. So, are you gonna tell me?
Tell you what?
Isn't it obvious? Tell me what this project is. Everything that happens in here has something to do with it. So why were we brought here?
To play the nonary game.
And why were we supposed to play the nonary game?
That was part of the project.
Why did Alice kill herself?
Because she was infected with Radical 6.
How did she get infected?
Zero Senior and the old woman did that.
Why?
It was a necessary evil. It had to happen for the project to succeed.
What would have happened if Alice hadn't committed suicide?
Clover wouldn't have suspected me, and she wouldn't have accidentally, killed me.
Then what?
I wouldn't have collapsed, and Dio wouldn't have found my body. That would have meant the confrontation in the infirmary never took place.
In other words, you're saying Clover and Tenmyoji died for this project.
Yes.
Well, actually, it was the Turbo Curarine that killed them. But they were only injected with it because of their bracelets, and they were only wearing those bracelets because of the nonary game. If the nonary game was part of the project, then that's one more way it killed them.
I guess, if you want to look at it that way.
Now, what about Kay and Dio? Why would they kill each other? Just tell us what the project is!
Because Dio killed the old woman. He was worried about getting caught, so he tried to kill Kay before he could find out the truth.
Then if Dio hadn't killed the old lady, what happened in the rec room would never have taken place.
Yes.
So let me ask you this, why did Dio kill her?
So that he could pose as one of the participants.
Good night, Nibby! See you later, friend. Also...
to disrupt
I knew you were gonna do that. Looks like we got a couple of new names in chat. Hello, feel free to lurk. Lurkers make Twitch go round. And don't worry, my dialogue is not going to get all that more lascivious. Because right now we're on the ending train hype. But that's okay, just in case I may say words like, fart. You're gonna sleep soon. Cool. Oh, you went after dark when you were in bed. What are you implying to me? Luna says, to disrupt the project. Then why did she let him kill her?
The same reason they did all of this. It was a necessary evil. The project couldn't be allowed to fail.
Draco, you sleep? No. Yes, good night when you do decide to go to bed, Nibby. Or decide to go to sleep now that you're in bed. You want to see the end of the game, right? 6 people died here. So, we're getting a lot of exposition, but I think if we get the same exposition here, I'm just going to skip it. 4 of them were murdered, one way or another, by Dio. At first, that makes it look like Dio's the reason they all died, but that's not true, is it? All of them, all 6 of them, they all died for this project. That means that the murderer, or I guess, should I say murderers, were 0 and 00, correct? I don't want to get a snack, but you don't want to get up. I know that feeling. Please, Luna, tell me. What was this project about? I kind of want to take a break, but I want to get through all the endings, so I'm not going to. Who was the old woman? Who is 0? We may have to finish this on Sunday, though, because this...
Sigma.
Because this timeline suddenly got like 4 times as long as it was previously, so we'll see.
Would you hug me?
Okay. Is that a lady silhouette on my shirt? I've got an anarchy symbol, a thing that says bad, hearts, and safety. Yep. I want a shirt like that. Maybe, hey, you know what? That'll be my next shirt. It's gonna say cookies underneath it. Fashion disaster. Instead of answering, Luna wrapped her arms around me and buried her face on my chest. My own arms hovered in the air, confused about where they should go. No. I swallowed hard and tried to rein in my heartbeat, which had suddenly doubled. I was about to speak when I felt something warm on my chest. Was Luna crying?
This feels nice.
Her voice shook as she spoke. I lowered one hand to her head and began to gently stroke her hair. What?
I'm sorry. My ABT is usually held in place by muscle fiber, but after Clover gave me the tubocurarine...
Okay. I get it.
Does it scare you? This is what I really look like. I'm a golem. Just a machine. A jumble of metal and plastic that pretends to be real.
Wrapped my arms around Luna and hugged her as tight as I could.
You believed in me this whole time.
Oh no! You believe me? Yeah.
Even though I look like this?
Are we gonna get like a Terminator thing where she's got like one glowing red eye? Of course. I trust you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I wish I could stay here forever. You feel so nice. But I think my time is up.
What?
I've done things I really shouldn't have. Do you remember what you asked me earlier? About if Zero Jr. had reactivated my body? Remember? The truth is, he didn't. I did. I went to the part of the core that controls Zero Jr., and I hacked it. Yes, that was the first thing. The second. Do you know what the second one was? If I had... Then Kay and Dio probably wouldn't have killed each other.
If I'd really wanted to, I could have saved Clover and Tenmyoji. Then Kay and Dio probably wouldn't have had to kill each other.
That's not all. I could have stopped Alice from killing herself. And I could have even saved the old woman at the very beginning. In other words, I had the ability to disobey my orders. But
But you didn't know that.
I didn't.
Maybe that's what we'll eventually go back in time and tell her. Is we say, Luna, you can disobey your orders. And she's like,
save 00.
That's the second thing. I broke the first law. I was scared. I was afraid to die. Obviously, hacking the core and taking control of Zero Jr.'s systems is very, very bad. Golems who don't follow orders can become dangerous, so we're terminated if we disobey. You lose access to your body, of course, but everything that's stored in the core, your memories, your consciousness, is deleted.
Wait, are you saying?
Yes. Very soon now I'll be gone. Zero Jr. is probably recovering himself right now. Once he's done, I doubt I'll be around much longer.
Why?
I watched 6 people die and did nothing. I deserve this.
No, you don't. Even if you had done something, you would have been killed anyway. You can't blame yourself. You did what you could. You're not wrong. This game is what's wrong. Forcing you to watch your friends die is what's wrong.
Oh, Sigma, thank you. I'm really glad I met you.
Luna. Luna! It's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna let them do this. You're gonna be fine, I promise. Just please don't.
Sorry. My time's up. At least I get to die in your arms.
Luna!
Thank you. Sigma. And goodbye, Doctor.
Doctor? I was gonna say, just to introduce a great deal of levity in here, at least I thought she was gonna say, at least I get to give one last blowjob. But she couldn't answer. I squeezed my eyes shut and held her, unable to bear the thought of letting any more of her slip away. With one last quiet chime, the music box wound down. I was left with nothing but silence and the cold pool of tears over my heart. Dr. Frankenstein. Susie! And so this path, and this ending, it does say Luna End. Also, Tears in the Rain, a famous quote from Blade Runner. So this path and this ending is probably the most beloved / iconic in the entire Zero Escape trilogy. Nice. There we go. So all we need is Phi's ending now. Okay. Do I need to do the sad face again? Do I need to do the sad face again?
Eight, 7.
Yeah. Luna will remember this. Luna! Where's Luna? I leapt out of the door and ran toward the AV room I thought she'd entered. But we need the final ending. I know, she's gone. Where'd she go?
That's odd. We came out the moment the gates opened. There's no way she could have left already.
Then no, she didn't take it?
Doesn't make sense. Why would she show up just when we're about to vote? There was no reason for her to come here if she was just going to default.
Thank you, Claire.
Results from round 3 of the Amberdex game will now be displayed. Please.
Right, the results.
Yeah. Let's go have a look.
I wonder if she betrayed also. No, we're stuck in here for another round. Luna's precious and you love her. That's why you made her your remote. Nice. Nice. Dead, dead. Betray. Ally. Now we have 10. She's at 5. But it's quite fun to get into the parts where everyone thinks she's a murderer.
or please check.
I think she's the adorable Terminator. Ooh.
Since Luna didn't vote, she and the other 6 got penalized.
Penalized. Maybe that needs to be my next emote, is penalized.
5 of them are dead already, and Quark's bracelet is off.
Well, there's certain things you can't have in Twitch emotes. Surprisingly enough, you can't actually have you can't have butts as your Twitch emote. Like, that's actually against TOS. They may have recently relaxed that, but like when I was first designing mine, because I thought about making a butt emote, because I was also gonna kind of allude to the fact that it could be something else. Dramatic one face. You've seen, but exactly. So I think that's what I said. I think they've changed it. They've relaxed that. As long as it's not a gross depiction of a butt, like not photorealistic, I think it's okay. So note to self, don't try to mark 600 emails as read at once while watching a stream. Thought they were hearts at first. Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe a cartoon butt's okay, but not a photorealistic butt. I still don't know why Luna showed up though. There's no reason to come here just to abstain.
I can only guess at her reasons, but I'm sure.
A plan for what?
Who knows? So what do we do now? Whatever Luna's scheming, we still managed to get 9 BP.
We have 10!
Do you want to leave?
No, we can't. We don't know if Quark is safe. No way am I leaving before we find him.
I agree. I hoped you...
So you gonna stay?
Of course.
Sub badge is a golden bird! Nice.
Let's get moving.
So this is new dialogue, right? It's not. It's not letting me skip, but it's not new dialogue. Oh, I can't do that. Hype unicorn, nice. Boop. So if they can do it, why can't you? No, like I said, they probably recently relaxed the restrictions on it. And I believe as long as it's still not a photorealistic butt, you're okay. But if it's a photorealistic butt, like for instance, Pog and stuff like that, it's actually a picture. But we still have 9 and Luna is gonna leave anyway, so in theory, shouldn't this end the exact same way? Maybe? Yeah, but I can't skip the dialogue here. Alright, so we're gonna go back here, and then Luna's not gonna be here. Unless in this timeline, she's not a robot! I'm just gonna set it to, auto. Yeah, in this timeline, we leave with Phi and Quark. I think you're right. Schrodinger's robot. And there's Golem. Need to get. Otherwise we can't. Yeah, the only reason why we're betraying this is so we can get the Phi ending. And Luna is still a robot. Watch her not be, it'd be hilarious. Just somehow through sheer virtue of, you know, infinite timelines, let us skip, right? So you can see here, this is Otto. Shit, he's not here either.
This is the last room. Well, the last room we can get into.
So this is now new dialogue, correct? And we still haven't seen Luna either.
Yeah.
Where the hell did she go? We were standing there trying to decide what to do next when we heard a familiar voice echo through the facility.
The number 9 door has
It's only going to be open
been
for 9 seconds.
It will remain open.
What?
No, that's not possible.
Who else has 9 BP? Quark? Quark's bracelet, but she only bit her lip and said nothing. Then all too soon it was over.
The number this thing as this escape. Please enjoy your stay.
What? What just happened? It's all over now, isn't it? We're stuck here forever.
We should go back to the Floor A warehouse. I need to know if the door actually opened or not.
That she was off. Wait, what? Right? So in the one, Phi doesn't leave, right? Because she couldn't, because we were sabotaged, basically. We were way too far away to make it back in 9 seconds. We can't just look at the door and tell if it was opened or not.
True, but the projection should tell us.
What? Luna left. Luna and Quark escaped?
So it would seem.
But she only had 5 BP. Why? How? Almost as if on cue, the screen flickered. And Zero Jr. appeared.
Well, well, well! Long time no Zero! Remember your old pal Zero?
Sorry, Claire. you.
I'm guessing somebody's hoping for an explanation about what the diddly-o just happened. Because we're such great friends, I decided to make an exception and descend from on high to give you the 411. Aren't you happy?
So what's this explanation you've got?
Well, let's start with little Quark. He was given an anesthetic that put him to sleep. While he was out, Luna carried him through to the other side of the number 9 door.
But how did she open the door?
With Quark's bracelet, you silly bunny. It was still in the infirmary. Remember? Luna just hopped over there and picked it up.
So I was right. Quark had 9 BP when the second round ended.
Yup.
But he didn't get penalized after the 3rd round?
Yes, he did. But a penalty can't take away your points. Just your life. The needles popped out and so on, but the points stayed the same.
So Luna took Quark to the door.
Since her bracelet was already off, she wouldn't have suffered the penalty.
No. But it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Oh, right. She's a golem.
All right. I think my tale is through.
Okay, well, I've got some questions for you, buddy.
Not you.
Well, good thing you guys don't have questions for V. That guy's a jerk.
Isn't the alphabet.
You must be feeling pretty good if you're able to joke around like that. I mean, 6 people just died here. It's not really a big deal. That's just how you humans are, after all. So, as long as you make it, nothing else matters.
First I seek and I find in you.
Am I right?
No, you're wrong.
Don't screw with us.
It's cool. It's cool. I know you gotta act tough.
Actually, Phi has bailed on us a couple of times.
I mean, you chose betray. That means you don't trust Luna, right? Figures. She's a golem. She might even be a murderer. That's why you were planning to leave her here and bone out, wasn't it?
I don't think we were gonna bone out.
You see?
Bone in.
It's all about you. Haven't you thought about how sad you've made Luna?
What?
Well, looks like my time here's just about all used up.
Wait, I still have questions
No,
for...
I won't wait. I don't like waiting. I waited once, and some half-witted reptile got the better of me because of it. After that, I learned to make sure to value my time.
The tortoise and the hare.
Ah.
Alrighty then. I'll see you when I see ya. Have a nice trader.
There's no fate awful enough for that critter. For a few long moments, Phi and I just stared at the spot on the wall where Zero had disappeared. Where had Quark been? Who had given him an anesthetic and why? We had no idea who killed everyone. And Zero Senior's identity, as well as the purpose of the Nonary game, remained a mystery. As for our futures, what are we supposed to do now? I hadn't meant to say the words out loud, but there they were.
The tortoise won because he kept going even when it looked hopeless. I think we should do the same. We've got plenty of time after all. We'll give the dead the closest thing to a funeral we can manage. And when that's done, we'll start looking. Even if I never leave this place, I'll figure out why we were here. I swear it.
Now, that being said, though, we are technically infected with Radical 6, so maybe we don't have as much time as we think. I looked at the fire in her eyes and nodded. If nothing else, at least we had a purpose. So maybe this is Phi's end. Game over. I think it's something to do with Radical 6, making sure it never happens, yes. Okay. Okay, so the true ending is Phi's path. I'm guessing so. Okay. Before you continue, it's time to talk. All right. Let's see. Let's sit here for a minute. So hi, how's everybody doing? Do you see my cool shirt? It's an Aegislash that's been like, that's the Master Sword and the Hylian Shield. There is still one complex escape room to get through and roughly 5 metric tons of story. That is an awesome shirt. I love it. It is not my design, however. My Aegislash is one of my favorite Pokemon, yes. Let's see. So my suggestion? Should I call it now? And then we'll pick up tomorrow? Get to a decent point in this timeline, then finish the game Sunday. Timing should be perfect. All right. Ugh. Ugh. I'd say go until you hit the escape room. Got it. But that would mean Lave can start a new game on Sunday. You want to make sure your timing is correct. Yeah, Moody Poons. So, my preferred print store is actually TeePublic, but I actually do have a store on Redbubble too, because Redbubble does make some stuff that TeePublic does not. Although now TeePublic is owned by Redbubble, so we'll see how long that lasts for. I think we do. No, it's inside the laboratory. Just for some reason it didn't. It was a hard lock until we had everything else. Else that means you're probably gonna miss the ending. It's okay. There's always the VOD. I thought I was your favorite. No, you're my favorite 3D print store, Brian J. I mean, I wouldn't do this if I didn't think so. Oh wait. How dare you! You're my favorite 3D print store. I made the command even. I just realized that it didn't play through because I still gotta figure. You know what? That's what I may do. I may take some time to fix that. New monster. Anyway, it's Lave's decision. Let's see. Yeah, so if y'all think I should get to the escape room, I'll do that. Personally think play a bit more tonight. Do the grand finale Sunday. Okay. Do this device playback through default playback. Let's do playback through headset. All right, apply. Whatever Lave wants to do, you're fine with. Oh, well, we can't do who I want to do right now. No, sorry, that came out a little bit creepier than I intended. I was going for the easy joke. All right, and that didn't work. Let's see, stereo mix, no. All right, I'll figure out that some other day. All right, so why don't we go ahead and do as requested? So we deactivated bomb number 1, 2, and 3, so we still have to hit 0. Where is the 0 bomb? Yeah! We're skipping it. So all of a sudden we're like, oh shit, where's the 0 bomb? And we get another flashback series. So this is, all right, so we needed Luna's dump because I just saw Luna's
Sigma,
face
wait!
instead.
Where are you going?
Don't follow me! Go find the others!
Do you really think I'd do that?
I could hear her following me, but there was no time to argue. Instead, I focused on my goal. There was still time. Warehouse A.
Here?
Yeah, should be between these AB rooms. Okay, then how? Some days you can't just get rid of a bomb. Good, I was right. How much time do we have left?
About a minute.
Shit!
Hurry!
I'm hurrying as fast as I can. The input device was plugged in. I was ready to go. Now I just had to enter the password. So this pathway. Yeah, this literally has to be it. There are no other paths. We've already gone through everything else. LXA, QNS, games done quick. Thank you. Clear. Hey, that's exactly what I said. It stopped?
Yeah.
Tab.
How did you
the
know
code
it was
here?
here?
My brother. Nice.
Did you see it in another history?
It's hard to explain. The short version is that Dio hid something here in another timeline. I guess maybe he'd put the bomb here too.
Pretty good guess.
Yeah.
Well, you did it. So, thanks.
Oh, I don't need any thanks. Just
Just what?
about that swimsuit you promised?
What? What on earth are you talking about?
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until
This is bad. The white doors have opened. We need to hurry. Everyone else is waiting for us in the Floor B warehouse.
What about the swimsuit?
What the hell are you going on about? Just go!
Yeah, that was a different timeline, I think? No, it was this time. Yeah, whatever. I ran off after her. Oh, the music skipped. I ran into the warehouse to find everyone else already there. They'd done as Fi had asked and brought the 3 unconscious members of our party back to the doors. You think Fi had jumped? Maybe. Ah, maybe the swimsuit thing. That's when she was like that. Swimsuit more important, Fi! Fi and I shared a quick glance and headed over toward them. I mean, to be quite frank, we're already seeing more skin on Alice than we would if she was wearing a swimsuit.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad you're safe.
So, did you disable the bombs?
Yeah. I could have done it in my sleep.
Don't you mean in your sleep?
That's what I said.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I could have done it in my sheep. Oh.
Yeah. Good job, you guys.
No need to thank me. Although, I mean, if you insist, I wouldn't mind a little swimsuit time.
What?
Huh?
You're disgusting.
No, I'm not. I'm just, really in touch with my,
1 minute
softer side.
remains until chromatic doors close.
The jump is messing with our brain. Sheep. Sheep. Count sheep, Nivy.
Everybody know who's in their group?
Girls promise things when we think we will die.
All right. Then let's move.
As it did with Fi's brain. So my suggestion, go into the room, then save and finish up. Got it. Kay carried Quark on his back and then dragged Dio along the floor and through the white door on the left. Clover and Luna carried Alice to the door on the right. And Tenmyoji, Fi, and myself ran through the center door. You think the influx of information messes with your brain? Okay.
Until chromatic 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
They knocked him out. They injected him with Soparol.
KO'd.
Oh yeah, I need to get the title for the the next +5 proficiency game. I really hope I made a VOD because I usually do it that night. Sometimes I forget. What? What the hell? The room just said Q. It's the Q room.
Well, there are doors. The one we came in. And that one, which I'm assuming is the exit.
Quantum door. Behold, it's fucking nothing. It's not fucking nothing. There's nothing to fuck.
The
Well,
plaque on the door just said Q.
she did offer a swimsuit.
No, she didn't. It's the wrong timeline. That does not imply consent.
Q? What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Really? Now someone's just being a smartass.
Huh?
Nothing. Maybe the Q is for question.
Huh. Well, I guess it's a very questionable room.
If there was a deck of cards here, maybe the Q would be for Queen.
That's a quality guess right there.
Right. Well, we need to get out of here.
There's a gnat, and I did get it.
Let's find a way to get the door open.
We also need to find the star keys. I've got enough BP to open the door, but you guys need to play the AB game some more.
A gnat? Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, Zero Jr. had mentioned a V. You don't want to piss him off, right?
If we can get those star keys, we should be able to play the AB game as many times as we need to. So...
It's just a matter of time until we get the points we need.
Right.
Well, let's get started then.
Good.
Okay.
Seek a way out. I like it when I got a fresh haircut. I got one yesterday. Okay.
What are we supposed to do here? The room's empty.
Wait, do you hear something? Well, start solving the nothing.
Huh. Well, how much you want to bet it has something to do with that?
Guess we should go have a look, huh? Well, okay. Now it's a grid. That's cool. Holy fuck, it's the Hypercube! Well, on the advice of my trusted advisors, my tacticians, we're gonna end. I believe it stands for quantum. I think I said that. It was a Q, quantum room. All right, so I've already saved. I'm just gonna close that. Even though y'all can't hear the music in the background, that's okay. All right. So thank y'all so much for the resubs. And it was a sign. This has ended up being perfectly timed, indeed. So sadly, we're not gonna finish it all tonight, even though I said I would run long. If you say there's so much left, let's just not even go there. In that case, why don't you guys say hello to Beta for me? There's a 10 left. I am, have not been feeling well most of the evening. I've soldiered on, but I think I'm gonna go take care of what I need to take care of. So let's go raid Iron Beta, and hopefully he's not gonna raid me. You don't mean to be like, stop streaming. No. It's only 20 minutes. It's only, 26 minutes till we would normally end, so it's time. It's time to relax. It's time to chill. Yeah, no, I don't want to be up for several more hours, yes. It'd be one thing if it was an hour, but not several more hours. So everybody, goodbye. Good night. We'll see you for the Ending-A-Palooza 3, which is the Ending-A-Rama, I guess. For the final ending. So we'll see you then. Definitely more than an hour, precisely. So thank y'all once again for hanging out. And I'll see y'all next time. Hopefully this Friday, for +5 proficiency. You may be able to see the ending, but miss most of the story. Fun. It's okay. We can give you a dissertation. Although, admittedly, the way the game goes, you're probably gonna get explained to ad nauseum. So I think you'll be okay, Draco. All right. You can just quiz all of you for the important bits, precisely, like what size Alice's boobs are. In the meantime, on that bombshell, those bombshells, plural, it's Fat Tuesday, send me cookies. Good night, everyone. Don't really send me cookies.